Welcome to D6 Stories. We're on our second episode of the campaign Cataclysm. I'm Josh, your DM for tonight, and I have 5 awesome players. We're going to start on the left here with Ryan. Introduce yourself and what you're playing tonight.
My name is Ryan, and I'm playing Belric, a now level 4 monk.
I'm Nate. I'm playing Elrondel, a level 4 sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I am Gideon. He's Bard, same level.
I am Abbott. I am a level 4 cleric.
Cooler.
Cleric who can't speak no good.
I'm Emily. I play Mississippi Trail, a 4th level rogue.
All right. So before we get going here, I do need to get the inspiration on the way. So I do my inspiration a little weird. I use these things called Roy's story cubes, and I have players draw them and roll them. And if you want to show the camera what you get,
Sure. All right, so I'll just draw 2. Here's what I got.
so
Right.
he's got basically what it goes is if he works whatever that is, and I don't know, I'm not paying attention and I'm not going to look, whatever that is into the role play, or if I just happen to slip and have whatever that is, he gets inspiration. I am really bad at handing out inspiration the normal way, so we got to come up with creative ways for me to get it to you. And that's basically it. And so if you figure out how to integrate that into the role play, into the story, or make it happen on my end, you get your inspiration. Now, does anybody want to go in a little bit how we ended last session? Just the last couple of minutes. Nate?
It was not my fault. I merely attempted to cast message and inform
At my
Gideon
request.
that he needed to shut up.
And Gideon, you could see the magic flare when he did it, and Gideon, robotically, eyes glazed over, pulled his dagger from its sheath and slit his own throat.
And went
He's
down.
fine now.
I'm unconscious.
Abbott stabilized him, and you are standing at the base of a ruined tower overlooking a forest. It is midday, and there is a bloody human, right?
Yep.
Human laying before you, and you also have a friend, Tadnat the gnome. The gnome is got green skin, pointy ears, yellow teeth, black hair, but does dress like a gnome would with his tunic and
Speaks Gnomish with a Gnomish accent.
speaks fluent Gnomish perfectly. Yes. And that's where we are currently at. Do you guys need a recap of what the Cataclysm was? I think we can kind of think about that. There's going to be some more discussions, I'm sure, on what happened with the Cataclysm. But the 4 of you are standing over Gideon's body, dumbfounded, and especially you there, Elrondel. You are especially dumbfounded on what just happened.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he conscious?
No, he's unconscious because he was stabilized by Abbott at the end of the last session.
Okay, that wasn't supposed to
I rolled a
happen.
D4. Did I tell you how many?
You got
3.
like 2.
2? 3?
Your call. You'll tell me when I
X
wake
many
up.
hours.
You'll tell me when I wake up.
Convenient to know.
Yes, we'll go with that. Whatever makes a story better. So tomorrow, yeah. So the 4 of you, Tadnat is there. you have him in manacles, and
I think we were going to take off the manacles and send him on his way
Yeah, before the charm
before
person.
the charm person wears off.
yeah, the charm person is probably at this point 15, 20 minutes away from going. Who casted charm person?
Well, it was as a result because I have that enthralling performance. If I'm with someone for a minute, and my performance was a dramatic retelling of the story of what happened up in the tower.
So the question is
does
does that
continue?
continue with your?
Yeah, it doesn't require concentration.
Okay, so he is still charmed.
Yeah. In fact, it's really clear that it says, like, it's not that the performance. It's not like ritually casting charm person. They just are in the state of charm.
Yeah.
You know, and so like
It's-
this charm person,
It's
like,
not completely. It's not as you do exactly everything.
new. They're just friendly towards you.
Yep.
I just have advantage on persuasion.
Yeah.
But you're
Okay.
I am, but again, he still likes it.
He's concerned. He's like, please, do you have anything that can help him? He says this in his gnomish accent in common.
Which sounds like what?
I have no idea.
No.
What's
is
the real
Gnomish
world
like
equivalent of gnomish?
is like Swedish or
Probably.
like?
Yeah, that would
Probably
make
Danish.
that would.
There you go.
They're the ones who made Legos.
There you go.
So
Okay, so it's a little Dane. I have no idea what.
I
that
have
means.
no idea how that works either. I'm not even gonna try because I don't want to insult anybody.
I'll cast some healing on him.
Okay.
Some good old healing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds, so you get number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spell casting modifier. Good old fashioned healing, so that's 2 plus that's 6, and then that's another 3 for my Disciple of Life.
So 9 healing to you, sir. You
Okay.
are conscious.
Nice. Spitting
You
blood
come-
as I wake up.
You come to and you got a little blood still gurgling in your throat.
Yep.
And you have the dagger. It's still clutched in your hand, and
What
you
did it feel like?
remember doing that, but it was one of those where like it felt like you were in a drunken haze. You remember doing it, but you were so out of it and not
like
yourself.
an out of body experience.
Yeah, it was kind of like an out of body, or the after that 3 hours of drinking.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that kind of haze.
So I see a flash of like,
Yeah.
okay.
And you distinctly remember it was seconds ago, and then
What the
white
crap you
light-
do to me, man?
This one's
Actually, sorry.
Yeah.
What'd you do to me, man?
I did nothing. That was all you.
Yeah, it's all
You've done some stupid attention grabbing stunts before. But that one,
I was just suggesting that you cast a spell, and then you took over my mind, and you caused me to slip. You caused me to cut my throat. I distinctly remember this, and then I'm doing this.
I saw
This
you.
is not me.
do you remember the part where I simply told you to shut up? That's not really a magical incantation.
I heard nothing. You just pointed, and your lips moved. And then I was... You told me to shut up?
Yeah.
I told you were more powerful now. Didn't I? Just don't ever... No more.
You guys are interrupted by a sound as you are talking.
Yeah.
You can hear
Well, I was gonna
this loud clunk.
I was gonna heal myself a little bit more with some healing word.
Okay.
Yeah.
But right before you're about to cast your spell, you can hear a loud clunk coming up from the distance, and it's kind of it's very rigid. It sounds like metal on metal. You hear clunk, 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 wherever it is, it's really loud and probably coming from a couple miles away. Tadnat looks a little squeamish.
Hey, Tadnat, you had mentioned something about giant constructs before. When you were talking about the war.
He says, yes. Yes.
Can I hum a tune that's gonna help me while this is conversation's
Yep.
happening?
Is it a good thing, or is it a? Do
He
we
says-
avoid?
He says, yeah, just don't get close to them.
Because you'll get stepped on.
Yeah, they don't care about their whatever's in their way.
Did the Grand Arcanist construct this?
Yes.
I feel like there's more to
Well,
this.
I mean, he had his apprentices and
Okay, but he's
his
responsible
help
for the
and-
construction of these.
Yes.
I don't remember constructing anything like this.
It's been 300 years.
Fair.
I don't think it's you. Who is his apprentice?
Right now, I don't know.
Oh, okay. So he's not like famous. Or...
They famously die. They don't tend to live long.
So we don't see anything.
No, you're down at the base of the tower, and the tree line is kind of blocking your view from wherever it is.
I'm gonna spit towards his feet. Some blood. Not on him, not trying to hit him, but just in his. I spit bloody spit in your general direction, sir.
Yeah, so it goes like 3 feet, lands in between the two of you.
And then I start going up the tower. Like, well, I'm gonna go see. I want to see this thing.
Sounds like a good idea.
I would like to remove the manacles from our good friend.
He says, thanks, those were getting a little rough.
Sorry, friend.
We didn't get the
Thanks
next
for being
level.
so helpful, buddy.
He says, I'm alright to go now?
I mean, are we safe right now?
Yes.
I said, Gideon's not there.
Go.
I'm
He
going
says,
up
you're
the
safe in
tower.
the tower.
I'm gone.
Bye.
And then he-
Sorry, we're ugly.
He raises his finger, he snaps,
Right.
and he disappears. But you can hear his little padded footprints in the grass as
I
he
don't know why you gotta be so dramatic.
runs to the southeast. So you climb the stairs and back up, and you're back up to the top of the tower, and the roof has since been blown off, and you're able to look over, and you see 2 miles to the north. If you were a Star Wars nerd, you would describe it as an AT-AT. But basically, this gigantic dog-like construct that's slowly moving.
The towers over everything.
It towers over everything. You can see the
Like
trees.
that.
Yeah, like a giant monster. It towers over everything, and as it moves its legs, you can see the tips of trees kind of tumble over.
I'm going to. You said the top of the tower is basically blown off, right?
Yeah.
So like we're coming out of the floor on these. I'm coming out of the floor on these.
Yeah,
stairs.
and the top of the tower, you probably have like 2 feet of wall.
I'm not going on top of the tower.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I can see it.
Yeah.
So that just my little head is kind of poking out.
Yeah, so you're
'Cause I'm not interested in being seen right now.
Yeah, you're standing in such a way the tower does peak up above the tree line, and so you are got basically a head length above that 2-foot gap while you're standing on the stairs. Kind of look.
I would follow him up,
Okay.
and I would stand on top of the tower because I'm not a coward.
And also you're shorter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because your head is now sticking out as far as mine is.
No, probably more.
Well, if it's 2 feet tall, how tall are you?
That's right, I'm like 3 feet tall. Okay, no, it's fine.
So to get the same view, you had to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you feel very brave, but
I do feel very brave.
and I
Thank
love
you.
it, and I tell you that. I said you're very brave.
Okay.
What do you?
Okay.
So you're
Is it coming towards this direction, or
No,
what direction
it's
is it
going
moving?
like west east.
Okay,
It's
so
like
it's
going
like
parallel from you.
what direction is the capital from here?
Northeast.
So is it safe to say it's heading roughly towards the capital?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, but it's not really coming near the tower.
No, not at all.
It might be an okay idea to try and travel in its path, assuming it steps on things. You know what I mean? Like, things would be dead.
Are you saying this out loud or are you just thinking?
No, I'm saying it out loud.
Gideon is completely overwhelmed and sits down on the stairs.
Can you roll a perception check?
Sure. Okay. That is a 10.
Well, you see what you believe to be bird-like creatures.
Okay.
Not birds, but bird-like creatures kind of flying from the trees as it's kind of walking along. Like it's disturbing the wildlife.
Yeah.
You don't get a good look at whatever those are. They're it's a
Hybrid.
long ways away. Yeah, maybe.
So I was told they exist. So.
Yeah, well, eagles are big, but
I'm not a biologist.
yeah. Anyway, so you get a good look at this, and it's moving. It's also moving very slowly. It has to trudge its way through basically the forest. So it's slow going. It's knocking down these trees. It's going along. Yeah, it takes a long time for it to move throughout the forest.
You want to follow this?
Okay, so those two went up. The three of you, you're standing down at the base of the tower.
Yep.
I want to take a look to see if I can see ahead, if anything seems to be in the immediate pathway that we were going to be taking based on where the capital is.
So what you can see is the paved, once paved kind of path that was here is now since way overgrown. You can still kind of make it out to some extent that there used to be a path here, but in 300 trees, 300 years, you even have trees kind of growing in amongst the path. However, you can still kind of make out the general
There are still cobblestones.
where the cobblestones are. Yeah.
Do I see any wildlife or anything that seems to be clearly visible?
Wildlife. Roll perception.
I got just a 7.
Yeah, you don't see any wildlife. I mean, it's not standard that you would stand out there and see wildlife, in a forest. Typically, they steer clear of
People.
humanoid kind. Yeah. So
Could I hear for any kind of wildlife that might be out there?
listen. Yes. So go ahead and roll a perception for your listen.
15?
Roll a nature check for me.
13.
Okay. So you're listening in, and you are hearing wildlife. Kind of this normal buzz of insects and movement, a little bit of movement in the trees and whatnot. But when you hear shrills and basically what you would call bird calls and whatnot, those are sounds you've never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, the wildlife is definitely sounds different.
Okay.
It doesn't have the same. Everything sounds a little harsher to you as well. Like everything is kind of strange. Even the insects don't buzz in a rhythm like they used to.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't sound healthy out there.
No.
I'll relay that to those does too.
So how do you relay that? Like the bugs sound weird, or
I say it sound funny outside.
So you
I mean, does
roll an insight.
I was gonna say because she's drawn to the sound, you know, like she's kind of pointing out, like
It sound weird.
Yeah.
8, 11. To both of you are like,
Can I tell the confusion?
yeah, they're confused.
It no sound. Like no average tree formation. Out there.
Now roll again with disadvantage.
They are just completely. They're just like. They look at each other and they're like, "Do you
Sound?
understand?" I mean, they kind of get the gist of it, but at the same time, it's like such a.
It's
I'm
absurd.
about to start drawing it out.
Okay.
Pictograms?
So the 2 years up in the tower, you get a good look at the thing. It's moving very slowly. You think it's gonna take hours for it to move from that point to that point.
Okay.
Gideon's he's just feeling his neck. You know, is there like a scar there now? I mean, she used healing magic. I did too, but I'm not full health
Scab.
or even close.
Big scab.
Well,
So
okay.
you're
I'm not bloodied anymore.
yeah. So you're still basically you still have a wound.
Yeah.
You're not.
He's
full
just,
health.
I mean, he's just really lightly touching it, just going like,
It's tender, it's painful touch.
so he asked that question. He's like, so you wanna go towards it?
Kinda.
Okay. And he just says, I'm with you. Okay.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Okay.
So they return, and you're at this point drawing out.
So I'm like in the dirt. I'm like drawing things. I'm like not sound like our home.
And she's drawn like a squirrel and a bird and whatnot. And then she's like, X'd them out.
Well,
Like-
she talks like a caveman and draws like one. So,
Well, she doesn't have the tools to draw. very well.
exactly.
Like with a twig, like with a stick.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm like,
And you're touching the stick, by the way, and it's a stick that you got from one of these trees, and you're like, you let go, and it's like slimy.
Ew.
Like even the trees, there's something wrong with the trees.
it's not like a sap.
Oh
like,
no!
it's a different
like
kind of
it's like
slime.
it's like almost like the bark is
Like a frog?
like yeah like gooey.
I don't like this.
Was it gooey when she first touched it, or did it
She
become
didn't-
gooey over time?
She didn't realize at first that it was gooey
Until
because
she
she was
let it
so focused on explaining. I think at this point you've got it. You
Yeah.
understand.
Something's not right.
Gideon just goes over and just kind of puts one little mark to make the squirrel just look a little bit nicer.
And then,
He draws a little smile on the scroll.
There you go.
and then when you do that, I want to grab your hand and
Oh.
shake it.
Oh, okay.
Like finally.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like inspirations.
What is that?
She's shaking my hand.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that one wasn't so hard.
There you go.
Thank you.
all right. So
I would explain the construct
Now my
that
hand
we
is-
saw
oh.
from up on top
mhm.
and how it's moving, and it's moving very slowly, and maybe it might be relatively safer to walk in its path if it's stomping on things as it goes.
And then suddenly it dawns on me. I'm like, because it's scaring everything away.
Yeah.
Man,
And when this thing decides to take a few steps backwards, do we?
Oh, we don't follow that closely,
huh.
but it's moving very slowly. Like
Oh.
if I can approximate distance of like when I've seen it travel, would it be like say a mile, so I can kind of gauge the speed that it's going at?
Roll a investigation.
I have that. Wow, 8.
Okay, actually, I was gonna ask, since I was looking at the same thing, and I'm hearing her talk about it. Can I also, because I'm kind of like, because I saw it as
So
well.
what I'll do is she starts to say a number, and then you're gonna grant her advantage on her roll.
That's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw the same
Because
thing.
like, wait, no. That's more like
16?
16.
She might not like it that I'm correcting her though.
So you guys
as
work it out together.
gently as I can. I'm
It's
like,
I like send him a little bit of a glare, but I realize he's right.
If you want to say like 2 miles an hour,
I just want to know if it's faster than we travel on foot.
oh, absolutely slower.
Okay, never mind.
You guys can travel on foot, kind of like 5 miles an hour, easy, on paths and whatnot.
So never mind. But we know where this thing. Well, we know its trajectory. It could change at any given moment, but we know we can at least move faster than it, so we can outrun it.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be at this point in time easy to outrun it.
Yeah.
You don't know if it
We
can,
don't know how difficult the terrain will be. Or...
and you also don't know if it can move faster
Yeah.
or anything like that.
so I Gideon was,
So let me
Never mind.
let me interject here. You do know that there is a settlement nearby or a village, Harmony, as you
He
know.
knows it is harmony.
I was just gonna say. So I was gonna say, can I ask a clarifying question?
Mhm.
I've had some time to think. Sitting there touching my wound.
Yep.
Were we talking before about going towards the guy that's saying to everyone that we were the cause of the cataclysm?
Yeah.
Was that our plan?
The grand.
The
Yeah.
Grand Arcanist.
Like, our plan is to go confront him, or
Oh, I had more questions for Tadmat. It's fine.
well, I mean, we could go there.
We can go to Harmony.
Yeah,
We stick
he's
out.
building constructs. I've never seen anything like that.
It's completely alien and foreign.
What, like,
And
I don't know if approaching him.
Nate, such constructs were like a complete hypothetical, right? And we're talking about little
They
ones,
didn't even have like
little ones that are like this.
the animate object.
Yeah, and that was all hypothetical, and to see it or to hear about it being a real life thing, and then on top of that being gigantic, the amount of power that it must require, it's mind-boggling. There's before there was not enough magic in the world to move one of those things.
Should we try and find ourselves some crystals?
Other than this one.
Other than that one. Because Tadmat
Yeah.
says that they're everywhere, and that's where people are getting their magic from. If I remember correctly, it's been a week.
I do like these crystals. He did.
Yeah.
He did that. He's like, apparently though they don't seem to
The one that
last a
knows the
long
most
time.
about that. Using
Yeah.
the crystals.
Yeah, how's that? Well, and back. Question to you,
Yes.
Arindel. Why is it when the first one I touched, it gave me like this lasting connection to something, but then it's gone. Like I don't. I touched two more, and my
second two.
I know, like, because when I was up there, when we were just up there, because to him it still feels like he was just up there. I used the same spell that I used right here, and it was gone. I healed, and I just did it again, and it's not the same. It's not. I don't feel the same surge of power. Do you know why? The first one seems permanent, but the other ones were temporary.
Is there a size difference in the crystals, possibly, or?
There were not. The ones that he touched were actually maybe a little bit bigger. Those second ones. How the ones he, no the ones he touched up in the tower, those were slightly bigger. However, those were on the mage's workshop table, so you don't know what he was doing. And then there's the big elephant in the room, which is the giant crystal that was just emanating magic that may have been causing issues. That's kind of like you coming up with some theories in your head on how it works.
They may have been ones that he'd already experimented on. It may not have been a source of power.
They may have already been tapped to some extent.
They may have already been tapped.
Am I
You
gonna
may
lose all
have
my?
flubbed the invocation this time to, do this.
Okay.
Still your fault.
I don't do that though. I just sing and it
Say it.
happens. Oh yeah.
You
I
look
don't do
really
that,
different.
though.
This is weird.
Huh?
Just
You
don't
look
point
really
at me
different.
anymore, please.
Weird.
Yeah, I can't see worth anything outside.
Well, I'm okay getting more crystals.
I was half tempted to cast detect magic on that crystal, but I don't want to do it because I don't know. It's gonna like bite me or something.
Right?
So
I'm no longer curious about that thing in your chest.
Do it.
you guys need to formulate some plans. It's basically what your point right now. You're kind of sitting at the tower, and the day is starting to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we're all a
okay.
little overwhelmed right now. Well, Gideon is.
I mean, it's
I thought we don't go out into the scary forest at night, since we don't know what's out there.
Panthers, apparently.
The panthers,
With tentacles.
according to this
Well, we
drawing,
don't know
not
that.
squirrels.
Oh no, he did tell us that.
Ted
Didn't
had
he?
told us that.
He did
yeah.
tell us that.
Yeah.
And he said we're safe in the tower when we left, right?
So
Well, that's what Gideon wants to say.
So if we're trying to find crystals, when the ones were being taken from my monastery, were there any others found in the kingdom, or is that our
Well,
one
Ted
place?
had said that the crystals were found everywhere.
Everywhere.
And, like, I think he said the best source of them was, like, from creatures.
But would there still be some to be excavated?
Because if
Maybe.
there's
Do you
still
want to
some,
find your way back to the monastery? I would think that would be the first place the Grand Arcanist would look.
the Grand Arcana said something very interesting about the monastery. If you don't remember,
I don't.
he said that underneath the monastery was something called a ley line.
Oh, and didn't Tadnet say something about
you
that?
mentioned something about the
something about
ley line.
ley lines, and I remember something about when people were excavating them, there were horrors down there 300 years ago,
Really?
and they've had 300 years to grow.
Everything else has grown and mutated.
What
Gnomes
kind
are
of-
green.
What kind of horrors?
What are halflings apparently like?
Scaled?
Free fight.
Inbreed fire? And they still talk too much, which is...
So you're a gnome. No, you're halfling.
He's a gnome.
You're a gnome.
No.
Okay.
I don't have one.
What if maybe regular peoples try scoping harm? Any?
Regular peoples.
And I'm pointing at like you, and not you, and yes, you.
So the Tadnat said gnomes are green like him, so I would stick out like a sore thumb.
Is there
All
like
of us would.
any
I
kind
was
of like
accused of
green
being a
grass?
murderer.
Who's got a kit? Who's got a disguise kit?
I do.
Oh.
Yep.
Kind of.
I asked how much green do I have?
Roll
Because
it- roll
apparently
it.
demons are green now. Okay. Literally the worst one on here, but cool. 6.
You kind of look around you and you're like, well, you can grass stain yourself.
Ah, screw that.
So I was thinking.
I got them. I should use them. 17.
You're like, you can make yourself a nice color, dark brown, by taking the weird slime bark and rubbing it onto yourself.
Oh, because I've already been doing that because I grabbed the same stick.
Oh no, I
That was your hand. That's right. So I've had this
I was
stuff.
like, you're welcome.
And it's like handling like a walnut, right? Where it stains
Oh,
your
sure.
skin, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I can make myself look brown.
Brown.
Could make him look brown.
Yeah.
Not quite green, but
It's closer than.
better.
Closer.
Maybe. Maybe it's
What are we
worse.
gonna do about
We
your
don't know.
ears? No, wait. His ears are pointy. That's right. That's right. Because no ears are pointy.
Sure.
That's right.
The other one was pointier and longer, but they work.
Yeah.
Just say you got your nose amputated if anyone asks.
Well, a good hood. You know, maybe some wrappings. You can say you're injured.
No,
Yeah.
well, the thing is, the other was dressed very similar.
Yeah. But
Actually,
again,
actually, you were probably wearing like classic monk, like kind of robes and whatnot.
A seated.
Yeah. So he was more wearing clothing that resembled what she's wearing.
I'm not putting you in my clothes.
do I have anything to do green? Because they said. Now, Jeff knows that Gideon's not going to probably be able to pull off orc very well at all.
Okay.
But all he heard was green skin, so he's going to attempt the same thing. If I can find some green, something to make my skin look green.
You can make it look. You can make it look really brown.
Okay.
And with your skin color coming through, it does look like a hint green.
All right, that's the best I got.
With the flesh tones kind of coming through.
So do I do it? So I roll disguise.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So-
sure actually with I
Um,
didn't know we were going to be doing this, but I chose the feat after, which gives me advantage on the roll.
pass yourself off as.
Oh, to pass myself off.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
when you're in
When I'm in character.
Yeah. So, let's see. What does this aspect do for you? Grants you advantage on
I think I just can use my proficiency bonus.
allows you proficiency bonus.
Yeah. I think it's like a skill roll. Yeah.
Okay. Well, deception.
I'm really good at deception. Oh wow. Okay, 25.
All right. So you get it. You start rubbing onto.
Pardon me.
You start rubbing onto Beller's face and onto his nose, and you're like, oh, gotta get the hairline a little bit more, right? And then you come back and like,
What do you moisturize with? Your skin is.
and then you're like, this is gonna work. And everybody looks at him and just said like, yeah, it looks like a little brown creature. Something that your parents told you was underneath your bed at night. It looks like him. You go and you take a stick and you rub it against his teeth and it gets it all yellowy and.
Start making facial expressions because I can taste what this stuff tastes like.
Sorry. It's convincing though, bud. You look great.
Yeah, you
look
are passing
fabulous.
off the part. You're thinking that this is gonna work. Yeah.
I do the same to me.
Okay.
Because again,
All right, so
I'm
it's
kind of
harder.
looking at him as well.
It's harder to do yourself, so I'm gonna have you roll a different check for yourself. Okay.
Yeah. 15. So.
Problem is he can't tell where his hairline is, and he looks like one of those girls that put on way too much makeup, and it's a completely different skin tone. So they have the circle where it's like it's a flesh tone, but it's not the.
It's not their flesh
It's not their
tone.
flesh tone. So you got the line that kind of comes down here of normal.
I'll go help. I'll go like when you're like, this is good. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna grab some more like. slime
Mississippi's just
Okay,
like
so
standing.
you are
with her arms
aiding him,
crossed.
so that'll
Yes.
grab him advantage, so you can basically get a reroll. All right.
She's really good at that.
She's pointing out all these
She
flaws.
saw me.
He.
Also,
I'm sorry. I got it
viewers,
right the first time.
Abbott's a he.
For the record, I said, I'm looking at him.
Mhm.
Yep.
And everything's telling me
It's-
that's weird to
that's
look her in the
not-
eyes and call her him.
Yeah.
But
It's okay.
I did it the first time.
Okay, so you got what was your natural hair color? What's your natural hair color?
It's
Oh, it's in his hair already. I'm gonna tell you that
It's,
right now.
it, I was just, I think I had black written down.
Black is perfect because that's what they said. Your hair
Oh,
was
cool.
Mine's a blend of gray and white.
gray and white. So,
Is he old? Can you be old?
Are
I'm
you old?
121 years
so
old.
he rubs like
He's
black
like
dirt.
middle-aged for
Well,
now.
I was
into
before
your-
the
He
3.
rubs like black dirt into your hair to make it.
A little peppered.
Cool.
All right. These two, you guys believe, are effectively disguised. However, you don't know what you're looking. You've seen the one, right?
Sorry.
No idea.
I just looked at the character description of my guy, and it's long black hair with stubble beard, skin, makeup.
So,
cracked me up. Okay,
so you think you're effectively disguised here?
cool. What about her?
I planned on not going into the village.
That might be a lost cause.
I plan on
Him.
going. I plan on going on stealth,
Oh,
Okay,
following behind.
you're gonna be sneaking it,
Yeah.
yes.
and apparently you.
Apparently, I don't.
Yeah.
If he comes near me with the tree sap and dirt
No.
facial,
No, he recognized you. Actually, he was impressed by you.
yeah,
So I'm not touching you. You just
impressed wouldn't be the word I'd use.
no. That's but he did. He said, "Wow," right? He said, "Wow."
He was.
You
sitting
must
there-
have one. I've only seen a few like that.
No, he
He
said.
was impressed with the
That's
crystal.
not exactly it at all.
I thought he said that it was.
He's like, oh, I recognize now if they're bloodthirsty killers, and he looks completely different.
But then he said about the crystal. He's like, "Whoa, I've only seen a few with one that
that's,
big."
big.
that's talking about that.
That's what I meant though. He was impressed by that piece. I mean, yeah, you're
So-
murderous and whatever, but
Okay, so
but hey, we all know that now. I mean, that's a known thing.
So I probably want to wear a cloak then, because this Tony Stark thing's gonna
Yeah.
draw attention.
Oh, I have powder.
you want to touch it?
I got powder to put on your face if you want.
Okay, so you guys have all primped and propered the unproper the amount that you believe that you need to be, and you are ready to, you believe, to leave the tower and you make your way to Harmony, whatever they call it now.
Yeah. That.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Harm
All right.
Money.
So the path's really overgrown, and like many of the stairs that you can see are like they're completely gone. You just don't even recognize them. You have one person that knows the path like the back of his hand, and that
You
would
ever take 300 years ago?
that would be Elrindle. You look over and be like, although you don't recognize the trees and whatnot, you do recognize the rock, right? The general shape of this land here. So you know where to go, basically. You know your way back.
Is it still light up?
Yeah, we're talking 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
So you guys are making your way down, and it's rougher going down, even though you're going downhill at this point than it was coming up. Like it definitely takes. You're having to climb over felled trees. He has to stop, and you're like, huh? Nope, we're going that way. And after he finally recognizes the layout of the terrain, the cobblestone path disappears completely in multiple points during the trip down. I would like. What's everybody's passive perceptions?
16.
16.
13.
I think it's the same. Oh, it's 14.
So you guys are going down the path here.
I probably would be like keeping an eye out.
I'm assuming I'm up front,
Yeah, you're
Since
leading
I'm-
in front because you.
since I am the closest to knowing the way.
I'm standing next to the healer because she saved me from the evil drow.
Yeah.
You're keeping a lookout. Are you?
Yeah.
in the rear then, or
Oh,
who's in the rear?
I
You two are
can
standing next to
be.
each other. He's leading, so he's a couple paces ahead.
I can be, I guess. That means that I'd be keeping a lookout on either side of us rather than what we're approaching.
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
ahead because he knows
Okay.
the red land.
Okay,
So you're in the rear.
I guess.
She's still glowing, right?
Where are you at?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I always
am
glowing.
going to
Yeah.
probably go right behind him
There's no
just in
stopping
case
it.
anything surprises us, because we would have seen something behind us otherwise, probably.
You guys are walking in, and there's a small clearing. Here, the trees that used to be here are no longer here. You can see the land is generally shaped the way it was, but the actual foliage is completely different. You guys notice that the odd sounds of the wilderness have quieted.
That's never a good sign.
Those 216s.
How long has it been since we've heard it?
It's been just a few moments.
So just recently.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like I'll lean over to you. Must be religion.
Oh crap. Gideon just gets nervous. He kind of. Okay, and he's gonna. Okay, if you say that to me, then let's see.
Because I can look around and see you're like about as alert as I am.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm like, I just kind of. Because you said it quiet to me, right?
Yes.
You were like.
As I'm like looking around.
Have you coughed all the blood up yet?
Yeah.
It's long. He's long basically got his throat cleared. For real.
Are you making that noise? Too?
Yeah, I'm trying to like.
You rolled an insight.
No, I rolled to see if I actively could hear him doing that.
Well, you can hear him.
I can hear him with that?
It would be an insight to understand. With DC 10.
DC
To understand.
10? I would hear. I would understand.
You understand that he's trying to get your attention.
So while still trying to keep pace, I turn around to kind of see what he's getting my attention about.
She said to be vigilant.
Said be what?
She said to be vigilant. Did you say vigilant?
Is that religion?
Can we? Okay. She said. I'm sorry, vigilant.
Vigilant. Oh,
Get ready. Get ready.
at this point, I just kind of look around and see if anything seems to stand out.
I would, if I can.
If he's still walking,
I was
Kind
gonna say,
of
I
like-
might still be walking because I'm pretty sure I just
he's-
actively ignore you.
I'm just gonna be like,
You're still walking.
oh no.
Can
At
I?
this point, if he's still walking and everyone else is slowing down and stuff,
Can I try to step into some shrubbery and try and stealth myself?
Okay, so she jumps into the tree.
oh no. Oh no.
As soon as she jumps into the tree line,
Oh no.
we're gonna roll.
Wait.
Okay.
Everybody's perceptions versus this creature's stealth.
All right.
I've got a modified one. Not natural, unnatural,
There you go.
innatural,
Okay.
religion. Yeah, I'm gonna say that was an accident. That was a true accident.
I don't know. It's very in character.
It is very character.
Intelligent.
I was made for this role.
Is that why Abbott only calls me Trillis? Because Mississippi is too many syllables?
And Mississippi.
Also, I just really like Star Trek,
Okay.
so it's kind of cool. Cool from column A.
All right. So I need 12, 22.
Well, at least you're paying attention to me.
Not you.
23.
At me.
20.
17.
Ooh, really good rolls, guys. Good job.
All right. So this is how this works with
Question.
5 gold.
This kind of really matters right now. I'm guessing 300 years constitutes a long rest.
No.
No?
To you, it was moments.
Okay, so it was a traveling in time thing, not a we've been sitting there rusty. And
Yeah, there was no catching your breath. Except for having it knocked out of you.
Maybe when we were
Okay,
slamming each other.
so those who go before the creature are not surprised by it.
Okay.
Those who go after the creature are surprised by it and have the surprised condition. Okay. So, Jeff
Yo.
and Ryan do not see this. Okay? You're obviously going after it. It's a panther.
Or two.
Alright. It is preparing to leap. And it is Emily's turn.
Cool. It is. Which one is?
So this one is hidden underneath
Yep.
a fallen log.
Yep.
And the other one is just on the tree line, just inside the trees. And they're both crouched as if they're in kind of like a hunting position with their
Yeah. They're ready to pounce.
ready to pounce with their paws, ready to just leap up.
Okay. That one is a little bit farther away. I would like to use a bonus action to make an insight, contested by its deception.
Okay.
Use that inspiration. That's only marginally better. This is fine. Everything's fine. I have a 15.
Okay. He got a 1.
Oh, cool. So I can get my sneak attack on it now. I didn't have to spend the inspiration. I love this game. Man. Okay. And I'm going to fire my hand crossbow.
Okay, so he does have some cover
Okay.
of the foliage.
Okay.
So we will count it.
Right there.
He's
No,
firing at that
the
one way over there.
other one.
We will call it. Yeah, we'll call it half cover.
Okay, so is that disadvantage on my attack, or does
No, it
that
just has
plus
bonus.
to his
It has bonus AC.
Okay, alright. So I have a 17 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
Excellent. So that's 2 piercing and 5 sneak attack. I'm sorry, 5 piercing and 5 sneak attack.
I just see it like almost like that bolt just like like it hits a leaf as it's going.
All right.
And
Just
then I would
barely.
like to move 25 feet towards it through the foliage.
Okay, so the foliage is
Or
going to be
it's difficult
terrain.
So is that 10 feet?
So that would be 10 feet. You
Okay.
can move.
So move it, yeah.
Like
Sure.
this way,
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
or do you want to go the other way, closer
No,
to us?
that's fine. That's fine.
Look how you
Part of
fit
the
under
tree.
that tree. That's so
It's
nice.
a little.
Okay, so yeah. So now let me describe what you see exactly.
Sure. Please.
So as players, we all kind of know what a displacer beast looks like. These are panthers with they have a hint of purple amongst their fur, and they have 2 large tentacles that kind of come out of the back. But right now they're in a crouched position, so they're just resting along their back and just pressed against the top of their heads to make their profile as small as possible. But you can tell that they're kind of wrapped up a little
So
bit.
I can see the tentacles.
You can make out the
Okay.
tentacles. Also, they have an extra pair of front legs.
Right. 6 legs.
Yes.
Okay.
He and I don't see him yet.
You guys cannot see these creatures.
We just hear movement.
Yeah.
Where's she going? Where's it? Okay.
All right.
I'm just trying to get in my head how I'm doing this.
Nate. Or Elrindle.
Well,
I've
I've already killed someone with this. I've already almost killed someone with this, so I tried to do the cast message telling it to shut up because it worked wonders on him.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have message anymore. So I either waste my
Do you want to
action
tell the
or-
crowd what you're doing with your character? I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Neither does the rest of the players even know it.
Yeah. So I'm leaning hard into the wild magic side of this. I have a handful of. I've got a deck of cantrips, first level, second level, so on for whatever I have, and after each long rest, I get a fresh batch of randomized spells.
Well,
that
you
I
would
can do.
you would still have the same ones from the last time because you said we didn't get a long rest. So you would still have a message.
Would I still have message? Or
Yeah,
would it
yeah, you would still have message.
It was a
so
short
still-
rest.
That's true.
Did we do a short
So-
rest?
We did do a short
We
rest.
did do a short rest.
I still have message. I also have one constant spell in Chaos Bolt, which is basically what his.
It's not called Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, it's still his Elrendil's multifaceted sphere.
Yep.
It just doesn't behave as well anymore.
Right. Okay, so what are you
So-
what are you gonna do?
I think I just told the cat to shut up.
You tell the cat to shut up.
And if it doesn't immediately look like it's trying to strangle itself, I think I'd back off.
Yeah.
I think I'd back with the rest of the group.
Okay, you can see both, so I'm gonna guess you go like there. Okay.
I think that would be.
Yeah, message doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the
Okay,
cat
so help
respond?
Jeff out as a player then.
Yeah.
Does the cat respond?
Or you don't have
or
to tell me if you just want this to unfold.
So you see him cast
Okay.
cast the spell. You
Okay.
see her unleash a crossbow bolt.
Mhm.
You don't
You see him point. I see him point something, right?
And whisper, shut up.
Yeah.
We don't hear that though.
Yeah, but you can't. You don't see what he's seeing.
So Jeff, as a player, is curious. Oh, because you had to do a save against it, or
For the message thing,
yeah.
that was his wild surge.
Yeah.
And his wild surge is.
What
Nuts.
happened to
He's-
you was just a wild magic surge.
Oh, okay, so you're not doing that again right now.
He tried. He
Oh,
didn't
okay.
It didn't work.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There was no wild magic surge.
Yes.
Oh, darn. Okay.
I attempted to do the same thing and did not get the same results.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
So, Abbott, it's your turn. You're the last of the ones that can see these things.
I'm going to come up with Elrindle. Kind of survey, so I'm able to see both of them, right?
Yep.
I think I'm running out of spells.
Your fault.
Yeah, so well, yeah. So I'm going to cast. God, I don't know. I want to.
Josh just
Ready-
gave me a look like he's about to punish
Can I
me.
ready an action? How does that work?
You say a trigger, and what you're gonna do on that trigger.
Okay.
So, and you still can use your bonus in your move, because that's not part of your ready.
Okay. So I'm going to ready my mace.
So if anything comes up close to you, you're gonna hit it.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
I'm
gonna stay
step,
there?
I'm gonna step up.
All right.
In front of him. Yeah. like right there.
Good grief.
Oh, goody.
Oh my. What?
That's what he pulled something out of the thing and looked at me like I'm in trouble. Like I just got like.
So this thing comes out of the.
Goody. It leaves a trail.
And he leaves a trail with them. Okay, so there is a panther that stands
Like a horse.
larger than a horse. It is 20 feet long. It is stands without the tentacles flailing in the air. It stands 10 foot tall, and the tentacles add another 10 feet when they go way up into the air. This one has got a slight blue tint to its skin. It snarls, it foams at the mouth, and then it also has a crystal embedded straight into its forehead. That
It wasn't working anyways.
technical difficulties. That glows with a ominous blue / violet light.
So the two smaller ones don't have crystals anywhere that we can see?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Also. Also,
sorry, viewers, we just had a hand appear on the table and just gently put this camera back up that had just fallen. It was very, very humorous. Thank you for that.
It is also semi-transparent. You can see through it, and it leaves a purple mist as it leaps into the clearing. That is its turn. Now we're going to go to the smaller two panthers.
That was scary.
I
Oh!
think I want to redo my turn and just like cower in fear. Can I do that?
That was gonna be
instead?
my move.
Yeah, I think we can all fall in line.
That's a
on that.
feat in that book. You can appear superly cowardly, and then they have to make a wisdom saving throw, or they have, and if they fail, they take pity on you and fight someone else. That was a feat.
So,
Sounds like Gideon.
sorry, I just moved these creatures on you. So the other two, they pounce up, and their tentacles that were laid gently on their backs flare up and attack. One is going to be attacking you. It has advantage. Oh, it's also worth noting at this point, they weren't before, but now they are transparent and the outlines of these creatures. You can't tell if their shoulder is here or off to the left by 2 or 3 inches, off to the right.
So it's like they're out of focus.
It's completely like they're out of focus. Yeah.
I hate this. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna make everybody roll perception checks right now. And anyways, while you guys are rolling those, I'm gonna roll my attack rolls here. You are surprised. It has advantage on you, sir. I got a natural 20.
Dang!
Did you want to know what my perception was for the one roll? Or does it not matter? Doesn't matter.
Don't even look at it. Just draw it and give it to me. Okay, maximum damage. So you take 10 bludgeoning damage and 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
You, Abbott, are not surprised. You are normal, so he's going to attack you normal. And misses you wildly. The tentacle slaps at your feet.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, apparently. So that's their turns. Okay, now we're gonna go perceptions basically around the table.
20.
21.
23.
15.
22.
Okay, everybody notices that the plant life the ground here and the tree line that he just came from also has that distinct blur about it that is out of focus. This entire purple path.
Great.
This new world sucks.
With that, we're going to go on to Gideon.
All right. Dang, this is. He's like, just talking's free, right?
6 seconds worth of talking.
Okay. Is it my 6? Can they respond in that 6 seconds?
They can respond, and then that would be basically their turns worth of talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, staying here, back to the tower? Or how far are we? Have we come?
You're probably halfway.
Which means we've been walking for like
10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
It takes a little longer this time around because of the growth and whatnot.
Okay. Well, no, you know what? Never mind. He doesn't say it. He just says this world sucks. And then he is going to, he's going to, do you guys want me to go after the big one or the little one? The little one is closer to me, so I'm going to.
There are 2 little ones, sir.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to catch the eye of this guy right in front of me.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to start whispering a discordant melody. And so I start, very Harry Potter snake language like. And
Make a save.
yep, I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Was that parcel time?
This is my second one of the night. So you just crit.
Oh, a 1? I crit against it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think spells.
Which is
the bottom one.
It's the bottom. Okay. Double the damage, and a non-magical item the target is holding or wearing is also affected by the damage type.
Okay, which is nothing. So double. So normal crit damage.
All right, cool. Dang, I get a crit with my 2nd level spell slot of Dissonant Whispers. That's 8.
Do you have enough?
Do you need another one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have pointed at the big one. All right, so dang, that's not bad at all. So we got 10, 20, 31, 36 psychic damage.
Jeepers.
36.
Do Snake and want to go jump off a bridge?
All right.
What does it look like when
all
that
right,
happens?
so this is going to be a thing. It rears back in pain. You can see a drip of blood coming from its panther snout.
Ew.
Right.
Poor kitty.
So this is where I'm going to say that this is different than what your common display service would have. It does not remove its blurred ability. It is continuing to be
Fantastic. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going.
You jump into the bush.
I am going into that tree. Yes.
All right.
And I am unashamedly ducking down
So
to
the
get as
next
much
one-
dang cover as I possibly can.
Monk.
All right.
You two are no longer surprised, by the way. That's
Awesome.
your turns have happened.
Cool.
Hey, look!
Big old kitties.
Big kitty.
All right. So what I am going to do then, I am
You're right here.
gonna move up to the one that he hit.
Yeah.
And I am going to, while holding my sword still sheathed, but at the ready to lift up with the thumb, going to punch him unarmed.
Oh, shoot.
And that is going to be a 15. And as I'm doing that, I make the punch almost.
Well, you roll with disadvantage, sir. He is blurred.
Ugh. I think he wants us to die. This is one of those like first
14.
encounters. We're all gonna wake up with
14
some
still
sort of like.
All right. So as I'm hitting him with my punch, I'm trying to kind of mimic his little attack. So I'm all like, tentacle cat hit. And so let me go ahead and
So
roll
you
the
like slap it like the tentacle moves.
just slap it, and
Miss.
because I've done that, I get 2 AC
hit.
to the
Oh,
start of next turn.
Okay.
But then the other thing I'm going to do, going to use my bonus action and then use one of my shurikens to hit the other one.
Okay.
And for that one, I'm going to shout out "Spinning Cobra," and then chuck a shuriken at him.
Also disadvantage, sir.
Understood. 17 for the first one, and the lower
This new world sucks.
3. That one is gonna miss.
Yeah, so you swear you would have got it in his shoulder, but apparently it's not there because it just flies off past the panther.
So with that,
I promise to give you inspiration next time, and I'm very sorry I didn't before.
Okay, so the damage on the first one, sir.
Yeah.
All right, and so the damage for the first one, that is sweet maximum damage 9.
Very much so.
Bloody.
All right.
What did you say?
Bloody.
It's
That-
only now
that-
just bloodied.
Yes.
The little one.
The little one.
Little one, and now because the one attack didn't hit, would I still have used my bonus action?
Yeah, because you did attack.
Okay. Well, I meant for the shuriken toss to make it. Well, it didn't actually hit. That's what I meant.
What? I'm not sure what.
The Kensai shot uses bonus action to make it more deadly, but it didn't hit. That's
Oh,
what I'm asking
yeah,
you to
it
use.
didn't hit.
Okay. Cool. Just me.
Okay. We're gonna loop back all the way up to the top.
Hi. I'm,
Mississippi, it's your turn.
it is my turn. Do I have enough movement to get up next to the displacer beast that I've already incited?
Okay, so
I'm behind the tree.
you're behind the tree. We're just gonna
I
remove
can't
this
see
tree
the
now.
squares from here, so.
Okay, so you're right there. You're right there.
The tree moved. What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
Exactly
Okay.
enough to get next to it.
perfect. Okay, cool. I'm gonna
The tree moves back on top
stab
of
it with my rapier. Is that with disadvantage?
Yes,
Shouldn't have asked.
I would have told you.
Okay.
And you roll only 1 die.
Yeah, that is a 7.
Miss.
Yeah.
it. Hang, son.
Okay. Bonus action, disengage.
Okay.
And
You used 25 feet of movement.
oh shoot, you're right. Yep. Nope.
Disadvantage, hide underneath it.
Can you hide inside it, though?
I probably fit.
Yeah. Especially on that big one.
Yeah. Funny how that works. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. Because I can't offhand with a rapier, so.
Mhm.
Because rapier's not light, right? I can't
Right.
do wield.
You can hit it with your fist.
I'm gonna punch it.
You can punch it.
Cool. Disadvantage again?
Punch at it.
You don't have a dagger or something? You can.
I do have daggers.
You could do a
use
dagger.
I'll do a dagger then.
You just doesn't get to use our
Yeah. Okay, it's a
proficiency on the
9.
damage or something. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you don't. Huh?
Never
A
mind.
9.
Yeah, you miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rob me of a nat 20.
these things are hard to hit.
Hey, magic user, do something awesome. Remember when you killed me with 1 point?
I already tried that. So is the big one blurry?
Yes.
Okay.
All 3 of them were.
Was this one not blurry when I hit it with the crossbow?
They weren't blurry when.
At
Okay,
that
so
time.
the blurry part didn't happen until they pounced
Got it. Okay.
because it's very obvious. So it's attracting to the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mechanism. Okay.
Yeah. So when they were stealth, it's one of those things where it would draw attention to it if it was
Okay.
displaced.
So
Mississippi Queen.
I'm gonna do Arendel's Arendel's multifaceted sphere, and not sure what exactly it's gonna do, so I'd probably try to chuck it at the farthest one.
Big one.
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't fall off on her
So
It's an attack roll.
yeah, so
Disadvantage, sir.
as well as a surge, so 'cause it's
Oh.
I'm doing this
yes.
for second level spell slot.
Yeah.
so,
Get a surge on you.
Do you have it? I have it if you.
I got it.
doesn't
Doesn't connect.
No, it doesn't surge. And then so disadvantage. 18.
18 hits.
Awesome. The red die is going to be the damage type. $17 lightning, apparently.
17 lightning. Does it bounce?
No. Nope, does not bounce.
Yeah. 17 lightning. Let me take a look at this stat block.
Oh. That's always a good thing to hear.
That is correct, sir. You are ready. Okay. Done? You're gonna move, you're gonna...
No, I've got bodies between me and them.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm like,
How selfless of you.
Yes.
Have it.
Is I'd like to spend my action to beg for my own life. I'm joking.
You haven't taken that feat yet.
I would like to go up to that one.
Yeah.
And try and boop it on the nose.
Oh. Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, I should have blessed myself. Hey, I got that cantrip, but I can't use that and then.
Bless is
Guidance. Guidance
Yeah.
is
Oh, guidance, yeah.
but guidance is a lot, yeah. I promise I'll start handing out inspiration.
Come on,
So
Bard.
sorry.
Get on board.
Quit cowering.
Well, okay. Well, I got a 1.
Why don't
I
you
missed it.
re-roll that? As
With-
my reaction, you
That's
can
fine.
re-roll the one.
Oh.
Come on, dice.
Add to the one.
Another one, the stakes have been lower.
So
10.
it's still disadvantage,
Still disadvantage on that one?
yeah.
right?
Yeah. You're just re-rolling the 1, not the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're taking whatever's lower after that.
So that was a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna turn this into a normal hit. Is your plan?
I would like to, at least.
Sure. You get to. We'll do a re-roll then.
Okay.
1 die.
15
Oh.
plus. What is it again? Strength?
Yeah.
So.
Plus your proficiency. Oh no.
16.
16 damage.
16 hit.
So hit. Yes.
16 hits? Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Hey, boop! We got a boop!
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh.
I haven't fought in so long. This is not my trip. Not what I prefer to do. 6. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't get proficiency bonus with your
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah. Just
Just the
strength.
damage. So that's 5.
5 plus strength.
5. I don't have anything else I can do.
Okay. It's their turn.
Boop.
Yeah.
Well,
Makes you feel better if I pissed off the big one.
Doesn't. Yep. Yep.
all right.
Oh.
Big one moves over. Makes 2 tentacle attacks.
Yeah.
By disadvantage. It doesn't even know its own tentacles are.
Yeah. These are going on Abbott, by the way. So disadvantage.
Ah, nice.
So 11 AC on the first one.
No.
This one whispers. That's not disadvantage.
I don't think so. I think I just do some.
Yeah, that's no. This one whispers was it should have ran away. But it, yes.
Hang on. Oh yeah. It is supposed to run away. But I didn't do it on the big one.
Yeah, you did it on the little
I did on this guy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Little guy.
Yeah.
That's my. You don't have to make him run away. It was my fault for not forgetting.
For not.
For not remember.
So it ran away. By the way, were you up there at the time?
Yeah.
No.
No, because he went after me.
Oh, he went
He went after me.
So if you just want to say he doesn't run away, that's your call.
Yeah, we'll just it's too much to take.
Or you can just make him run away now.
Well, we're fine. It's fine. It's just gonna move back. But, okay. Anyways, so not disadvantage to attack you. So I'm gonna take both the rolls that I just got. One was a miss and one was a 14.
No, with my shield.
Okay.
That's not tea.
Okay, so it misses you with both attacks.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going over here. It doesn't. You look very appetizing over there, so it's going to attack you with its.
I look. Are you saying I look like a snack?
I was gonna say it's like a snack.
You're not wrong.
These things are well. Never mind. I don't know.
Do you want
Do
to
these things
draw
have
one of
intelligence
these, not
in them?
look at it for Emily?
Your dice are freaking on fire.
Well, I
man.
rolled 2 1s and 2 20s tonight, so I mean that's. I'm
Yep, that's fine. I can just. It's just another thing I can blame you for, Jeff.
roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yikes.
So I get maximum damage, and you must make a con save or be stunned.
I have a 14.
Successful, so it's just
Okay.
maximum damage for you.
Great.
So 10 bludgeoning damage, 6 piercing damage.
That's 2 crit technicals, but at least
So total of
Yeah.
16.
Total of 16. The other one over here on you there, sir.
I'm bloody.
we. I have a suggestion. Hang on.
Are you
Can I-
serious?
Can I make it? Maybe he did run away, and then he's attacked by that last attack that you just did. So, because you. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Never mind. Never mind. That
Don't look
doesn't work. Ah, it doesn't work.
I'm curious. What
Hey,
happens.
use different dice.
Okay. He is off form. So basically, when you had slapped it, you slapped one of its tentacles, and for a D4 rounds, it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh, you crit failed?
I crit failed.
Oh! You make it sound like you critically.
Yeah!
He's the one that says like
You handed the cards.
Okay,
You're- great deception
It has,
roll.
it does have disadvantage on attack rolls for 2 rounds.
That little monk
That's
is-
their turn. And so we're already 2. Gideon.
Okay. Well,
Really hiding under the bush.
currently, yep. He's
Tree.
he's ducking down kind of. He's looking at the situation and
To be honest, it's
yeah.
It's a heroic retreat.
it's probably pretty
It's a
even. at this point.
retreat.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm
Advancing
just
in a different direction.
that's well, okay. Who looks this? Who landed an attack? That one landed an attack.
Yeah.
This one over here is bloodied. It is
Yeah. Okay. You know what?
half health or less.
The whispers thing seemed to work. So why don't you do another save?
So let's see if I roll another one. That'd be great. He succeeds,
But my wisdom is so high.
and so was his roll.
Yeah.
These out of here. I can't find my dice. Those in there.
Okay. Well, you take half of this.
Okay.
And you don't have to move away. Dang! I rolled 3 6s and a 2. So that's 14.
That's not how that works.
Huh?
3 6s is 18.
Oh yeah! 20!
Plus 2 would be 20.
Gideon has an intelligence of 8, so does Jeff.
Can't read. Obviously can't do math.
So
Okay.
does Jeff. Hang on. I'm not done yet. I am going to give 1, 2, 3. You hit the last time.
Mhm.
You whiffed. No, you got one. You whiffed. Okay.
Thanks.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, you whiffed. So I'm gonna give you an inspiration.
Oh great. Is that what is it?
D6
6?
at this point, I do believe. And so as I whisper at him,
Your turn next.
well, you don't want me to role play it out. You just want me to say I give her a dice, or do you want me to like?
You can give her a die.
I don't get to say how I inspire her.
Sure.
Not one of those groups. Okay.
No, I just don't want the fight to last forever.
You also get whispered at.
But the good kind.
But it's a good
It's like a
time.
whisper, but it came out like this.
All right. Is
I had something better,
One
but it would
Panther
have taken
still
longer
alive?
to
This one that's
explain,
right next
so.
to you, yes.
was that the one he just whispered at?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to make sure. All right. So what I'm going to do then, gonna first just attack it with an unarmed strike, and you said he's at disadvantage
To attack rolls.
to attack rolls. Okay.
But you have disadvantage to attack him still.
All right. So let me
A
roll.
lot of whiffs happen around here today.
All right. So that is going to be a 19.
Hey!
And again, I figure I hit him last time with this, so I yell, "Tentacle cat punch," and just slap him right out across the face.
Damage?
And for the damage, 9 damage.
That roll.
Still alive.
That's
Still alive.
wonderful.
Yep.
So at that
He
point,
looks about 3/4.
3/4 down or 3/4 full?
Down.
I was about to say he's bloody.
He was bloody before.
Yeah. So at that point, what I'm going to do is use one of my key to do a flurry of blows, and so I'm gonna roll 2 more attacks here, and I'm gonna give them different names for each one. Since it's disadvantaged, that one's not gonna hit, and then the second of the hits from the flurries is gonna be a 21, so that should hit.
Yep.
And so the one that misses would have just been like Panther Scratch. The one that actually hits would have been,
More like Panther Tickle.
for that one would have been Wolf Bite. And it would have been like, the hand would have been like in that kind of position. And that one is a 5 for damage.
Alright. Now we're looking back up to the top. So, it is the sorcerer, wizard, whatever you are. No, the rogue.
Hi.
Then the sorcerer, wizard,
Yeah.
whatever he is.
Okay, so I want to try something.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to pull out one of those vials of poison, and I want to uncork it and shove it inside the panther's mouth.
Okay. So this is what you would need to do
Okay.
effectively.
Okay.
You would need to grapple it,
Yikes.
and then do another successful grapple on the subsequent turn, and then you could do that.
Oh boy. Okay.
Stabby stab.
You get what I mean? Because you have
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I
grapple
get
it,
what you mean.
and then-
Okay. All right.
or have somebody else grapple it.
Yeah. I'm gonna table that idea.
It's a
Because
great idea.
I am very small.
Yeah.
This
And-
is much larger.
Also,
It's
you're not
not.
really quite sure where his mouth is right now.
Yeah, it's somewhere between here and here.
Do you want to relay that
Ah!
information?
Oh! Aha! Oh!
Yeah, I probably holler something like, "If we could restrain it, that'd be great." And I point at the small one, and then like, "Yeah, that one." And then I'm gonna stab this one.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Yep.
It's fine. It's an 8.
What? It's a, use your, you can use your inspiration. I gave you.
I can't apply that to an attack roll.
Hey,
Yeah, you can.
And you roll.
Not damage.
Not damage.
14.
Sorry.
14 does hit.
Inspired!
Okay. So that's yeah, 7 piercing and 3 sneak attack. And bonus action disengage.
There you go.
Now I can do that.
Yeah.
And she does my move. Die! No, maybe not.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, she does then. This way?
Maybe towards the healer.
Hmm?
Is that
You're right next to
how
me.
I am now? A piece of
Yeah, but like
healing
in that
needs-
direction, but farther
We
away.
wanna take a
from
break
the
right now?
thing that attacked me.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do after she after she decides where we're gonna
Here?
land here, we're gonna take a break,
That's fine.
and then we're gonna resume. We're gonna resume the fight after, and hopefully have better results for the players here, because
We still have a very big guy,
yeah, you
and
saw-
I'm very
that's-
much running out of spells.
Yes. So let's come back in about 10 minutes or so, and I'll see you then.
Come here.
All right, we're back,
And we're dead. Oh, sorry.
Not yet.
Spoilers, Chief.
We have a round or two before that happens. Okay, so
I'm purple.
she ran into
I don't know what
the
happened.
purple mist, and that's where she decided to put herself. So I need to describe the feeling that it is. When you enter the mist, everything else is blurred. But when you look at the three panthers, they are not blurry. And when you guys see her, she is now blurred or fuzzy or out of focus. End of Emily's turn.
There's a little girl in pink mist. Does she look pink at all?
Purple.
Purple? Pink?
Dice
That
roller
was-
doesn't mean anything.
I was just throwing it out there.
You already have inspiration, so good luck.
I knew it was a stretch, but
So,
do you have a hood and a cape?
Mr.
No, I have a hat.
Wizard, sorcerer, or whatever you happen to be at this point in time, it is your turn, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna focus real hard on trying to hit this thing, burning a tides of chaos to give myself advantage.
Nothing.
So it's gonna be another second level.
You didn't tell the rest of the group what you found.
Full.
No, not yet. Sorry.
You just
That's
thought
I'm
it
trying to
got
figure out how to
blurry.
phrase it in 6 seconds.
So, second level Chaos Bolt. Let's see if it surges. It doesn't. That's a waste of a 20.
Oh,
yes.
So advantage disadvantage cancels out, so 1 die.
Yep.
19 to hit.
On which one, sir?
The big one.
The big one.
Yep.
The big one. A little harder to hit, but you do hit him.
Alright. So,
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell get in the purple.
I'm gonna burn a sorcery point on empowered spell to reroll 2 of these dice.
Damage was not to his liking.
No, I didn't reroll the one that was the damage type. So this is gonna be psychic, and it's gonna be 18.
Yeah. 18 damage on it.
Yep.
Alright. One thing you do notice that when you hit it,
Yeah.
it like shudders and like shifts kind of 5 feet this direction.
Okay.
And you yelled, "Get in the red."
I will. It'll take me a second to kind of put the pieces together. I will yell, "Get in the purple!" That's just get in the purple.
It
Well,
is your turn.
You
sir.
can still move.
I'm just wondering if my guy would, if I would know like what kind of damage I just chucked at it, or
The damage went through.
no, I'm saying like if I know what type this, because it's my chromatic sphere, but it's not like I don't control what kind of damage it is.
So you can clearly see what the makeup of the orb is after it leaves your hand.
Okay, so I kind of guess like that wasn't fire.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, there's still things with meat on their bones between me and them. I'm good where I'm at.
Yes. Have it.
Hey,
I want to. So I hear her message, and I want to step around this thing.
Like that?
Oh, now they got flanking on me. I don't like that. Oh.
Well, I thought we didn't. I thought did
Oh,
we
I
rule about that.
We
were
have
not-
flanking.
Oh yeah, you did
But
do
it's
that,
the-
didn't you?
Flanking
direct
grants you
line.
+1.
Like
Yeah.
that?
So kind of circle it and step into the mist.
Okay.
What do I say? It's same
The
thing.
same thing as her. The world becomes blurry, but the 3 beasts are not.
So I'm gonna try to prove that one.
Yeah.
Do I
Regular attack roll.
Regular?
Yeah, normal attack.
Normal? Okay. I thought you said regular tackle. I was like,
I
I'm
said
not
an
tackling
attack
it.
roll.
What?
My
11.
misses.
Oh, you get your. Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay, its turn.
Oh, it fades, huh?
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna move down. So.
Rude. Absolutely rude.
So she's no longer in the mist.
She's no longer purple.
She is no longer in the mist.
Rude.
You are still in the mist. How is this rude? Attack roll versus you for saying that. 2 of them.
Like I wasn't expecting it. It's fine. I'm not almost dead.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
22 AC.
Yeah.
Okay, 16 damage.
He wants to learn that.
I'm
that's
down.
a terrible thing.
Okay. Other tentacle scoops you up.
Uh-oh.
Purple now.
I sure am.
And in that moment, we're all
All right.
Is it eating me? Is it just holding me?
Languages you know.
Okay.
Languages you know. Languages you know. Languages you know. Languages.
Common, Gnomish, and Dwarvish.
Common halfling primordial.
Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Halfling.
fluent, celestial, broken, common.
Abyssal, common, and elvish.
Oh, this.
Listen, he doesn't like to talk about it. Okay?
Dated a
Things
creature.
happen
I knew this.
sometimes.
And abyssal.
I didn't choose it on
The
purpose.
giant creature speaks. Its gnarly mouth would obviously not work for common language, but can speak this guttural language of the demons. And it says,
Oh, I don't like that.
and only you understand
Oh, I
this.
don't like this. Well,
We have our feast. Retreat.
Hey, I'm down. Can I get an inspiration?
Yeah.
Cool. Here. I'm sorry.
Just fell into the bag of chips.
It's on the floor.
Okay.
Oh,
Boop, I should say.
With that, it had already moved a little bit, but it's going to move the remainder of its move. So we had moved 10 feet to get there, so it's got 30 more feet.
That's, I guess it's not bad terrain for it.
No, this is out. This is
Doesn't
clear.
you get
Oh.
good
Oh,
news?
So it goes there. These guys go. Oh, you get an attack of opportunity
Yes.
from that. You are in the mist. Therefore, you
Roll normal.
get to roll normal. These disengage.
20, not natural.
Well, she had a good run.
For 2 points of damage.
Halflings would be called many things. I don't think they've ever been called a feast.
I am a snack. Not a feast.
So you.
This is
they
like
hear.
a bag of chips.
Like they hear that.
They can obviously see that they're running away at this point.
Gosh.
I'm unconscious.
Well, then I'll use some of my 6 seconds to be like, do you understand that?
It is your turn.
He just said something about feasting on her. And then I'm going to go, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
You're in the purple.
So you're in the purple.
Yeah.
And therefore you can see basically them clear as day. You can see the other people that are in it clear as day. So you can see Abbott, and you can see the Mississippi.
Mississippi Trail.
Yeah.
Do you know how I feel?
Okay, this is all I got left. He's running and he's saying, I mean, you guys hear him as he passes. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? He starts singing a song. Sure, Mississippi Trail.
Okay.
And you get back 8. Damn it! You heal back 8.
Cool.
And then I'm also going to. You're going to also feel quite inspired in that as well. Now, wait. So she's grappled right now. Right? Okay, yeah. Okay, okay, hang
There
on
was
though.
no check because she was unconscious, but you are grappled.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I
Well, she
figured.
wakes up grappled,
Yeah.
right?
And in the air.
And in the air, being
Gasp,
carried.
and I'm just like being
And
hugged by a. Is it a slimy tentacle or is it a furry tentacle?
Furry.
Ooh.
Although it's got like
Fins?
hooks on the actual
On the
on the end of the suction cup type thing.
Okay.
Does this count as the world's worst tilt-a-whirl?
Yes.
don't punish him.
allow
For,
it.
I was gonna say, don't punish him.
Okay.
All right. That was beautiful.
Oh my god.
So yes.
Okay.
So you're feeling inspired again.
Thank
so,
you.
So guys, we're gonna do one thing. When you guys from now on, when you guys do turn in your die, you can like show the camera what it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
All right. Gideon.
No, that was it. That's all my. I
That's the rest
moved.
of
I did my action. I did my bonus action. I did all the talking possible. That was a very full.
She's still being grappled by the tentacle.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up towards it into the purple. And how many squares away am I?
Many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would put you adjacent to this one.
That one, and that's the bloodied one?
That is the bloody one.
Okay. So, let's see. Alright. For that one, I'm going to punch it with an unarmed strike. And because I'm in the purple now, no more disadvantage. Right? Okay. And so, for unarmed strike, this one I'm going to yell out Elephant Smash. And that is going to be 23.
Hits.
Alright, and I'll resolve the damage on that before I roll. And that is going to be 8.
Whack.
You're dead.
Alright. At that point, since I would be able to see it and see how much it's been taking hits this entire time, I'm gonna burn another key and do a flurry of blows. So that's one back. The first one is going to be
You need a list, man.
Goat Kick. That is going to be a 23.
Yep.
And then this one is going to be, we'll just say Tiger Bite. That one is probably not going to hit. That's an 11.
Okay.
All right. So let me resolve the damage on the. That'll be 5 damage on the one that hit.
Okay, we're back, and we have had last thing that happened was Felric, the monk, had slowed
it.
panther,
Sloan?
Slain.
slain
Slain.
the panther with the tentacles on its back, and that's what just had happened. I take it off the board, and when he does so, the giant one turns around and snarls, and once again, in the language only Gideon understands, speaks a line.
A line.
It killed Shaniqua. Return the favor.
Shaniqua or Shaniqua?
Shneekwa.
I heard Shaniqua.
That's what I heard too.
Some angry dragons.
We're going back to the top of the round,
Okay.
and
Cool.
it is Mississippi's.
Yeah, it's me. Bonus action, insightful fighting on the big guy. So, insight roll contested by his deception. 16?
Successful.
Excellent. Stab. Stab.
Stab.
Stab?
Okay.
Stab. Yeah.
Stab well, friend.
Stab on. You give me the Bardic Inspiration. Cool. That is a 15?
On the big one.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yep.
Reroll that. Sorry.
Never seen again.
You rolled.
That die.
You rolled a
Roll a
5.
new one.
It's gone. Alright. It's 18.
Yes.
Okay. It's with my dagger, so that's wow. Incredible. I have 4 piercing and 8 sneak attack.
You can add those numbers together for me in the future.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And okay.
It equals 10.
No,
8
it's
plus
12.
4, right?
Don't like Gideon add those numbers together.
That is 10.
Okay, so that is your turn then.
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay.
I disengage.
It is.
Can she use her?
It's
I
Eldritch.
used
yeah,
my
never mind,
bonus
never mind.
action
Never
to.
Into the purple.
Okay, into the purple.
There? As close as you can get, or just back?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, not in front of everyone.
No, you're right in between us all. You're
They-
keeping your
they
meat
look
shields.
angry. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Second level chaos bolt.
All right.
See if it surges.
Guaranteed surges, right? I can
Yeah.
force a surge upon you. Yes, it's going to
All right.
surge. Go ahead and roll those.
I love the wild magic surges. I was gonna play one, but he said he wanted to do it first. I'm like, oh.
8,407.
The closest town nearby blows up.
Harmony no more.
8,407.
The planet you're on stops spinning.
407.
You all swam 2,000 feet in the opposite direction. And your head's probably exploding.
It's like 50% chance of being awesome and 50% chance of being good for them. Like it's like you sometimes it's devastating to
Occasionally,
them.
it's weird stuff too.
Okay.
His feet turn to cheese.
Describe to me what you are wearing. And then I'm going to go around the table because everybody needs to describe it.
Oh no.
Nice. Everyone's clothes turn to cheese.
Just some scholar's robes, I guess. Whatever color would be.
That color?
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're wearing some robes.
He's got purple robes
basically
on.
what my mini's got.
You?
I'm wearing just regular monk garb,
Right.
with a cloak.
I'm dressed well because I am a professional. So I'm in like a little 3-piece suit
Suit?
Yeah, with
So like
studded leather as
silks
well.
and leathers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wearing studded leather with a blue cape, like cloak.
Just think Kiss garb.
So leather. Leather.
Black, studded, Kiss garb.
All right. So this how it goes. It's all plant-based cloth erupts in flame
Oh God.
within a radius.
Are they wearing clothes?
So silks they're not plant-based.
Damn
Leather's
it.
obviously not plant-based.
So cottons.
So cottons.
Yeah.
So your cape or cloak
Okay.
catches on fire.
What about the stuff
And you
underneath it?
two are catching on fire. Now, since yours is just a cape, I will allow you to make a reflex or dexterity saving throw to like
Take it off.
unclasp it really quick.
Okay.
The other two, you're on fire.
I was really hoping. I'd
No,
be
there's
on
that
fire.
50% chance of it
This
being
thing
really
would
crappy for us.
I've got an 18.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to unclasp it. So you have
Hey, at least he's holding you and holding fire.
Yeah.
This might work out a
No,
little
not
bit.
on me. I'm not. I'm
You
not
don't have.
getting.
Oh, you're silk and leather.
Silk and leather. Silk is caterpillar spit
Oh no!
or
Dang it!
other excrement.
Well, the clothes underneath my leather armor are okay.
yeah.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to like show everybody this true.
Your
radiance.
priest is probably silks.
Okay.
Is that what they're calling it? True radiance?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're fine. It's a little warm around the breeches. You two are completely on fire. So you are burning on your turn. You take a d6 damage. Fire.
I want to give you my inspiration for
Spend the
that.
standard action to
That
pat
was
yourself down,
funny.
or other ways to get out. Okay. Anything else, sir? The actual spell itself happens.
No, the surge just
Oh.
if a spell surges, it just replaces it.
No. In addition.
Okay, in addition, okay. So in addition to, so let's roll the hit, I guess. I crit at least.
Hey!
You want me to grab?
Hey, we got a crit. We're all on fire.
We're all
Apparently, I
ablaze.
am in fact.
So it's a bottom one.
I'm gonna need a
double damage.
Just straight up double damage?
Yep.
Okay.
So normal crit damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll all the dice.
Good. Let's do something.
Which one are you doing this on?
This is like another.
Which target?
Oh,
The big one?
Yeah.
Well, Shanique was down. So. What did you say? Shanique?
How are we gonna do the bounce? Because this is the damage type one. Is it?
That's also doubled. You just do a different.
No, I'm saying.
You count the red one. You count the red one.
As far as the bounce, if I get doubles.
If you get doubles, it bounces, so it will bounce both of them.
Okay. I like where this is going. Fire is a lot of damage. It somehow didn't bounce. But it's 10, 15, 20, 25.
Thank you, noob.
33.
That's why
Acid
you-
damage.
That's why we have you with us, man.
Really? Couldn't it be fire? Actually,
Bloody.
Finally.
Yeah, you damage taken.
Great.
And your end of your turn happens, which means you take
yeah.
6 fire damage.
Alright. Can't have that happen again.
He's like, what? So you're like, you were doing a chaos bolt, right?
I basically Hadouken and my clothes started on fire.
And I'm
A bunch of people's clothes set on fire, right? He's like, okay, but you still got it off, though.
Yeah,
So like in the wake of you shooting this
And
thing
also,
off.
it's worth noting that when that happens, the crystal in his chest pulses with magic.
So like as you're going, in its wake is left fire as acid comes out.
Yes.
Thoroughly confused. Wonderful.
Okay. So this is Ab's turn. You have a burning pile of cloak right behind you.
I am going to get my. I'm still in the purple.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh, and when you hit it, it did
Going to move a little bit closer.
move. Shimmy.
I'm gonna scooch just a little bit closer.
Okay. How much closer do you want to
Just so I've got like 5, 10 feet maybe. And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon
Mm.
in the space They're right in front of.
What is your weapon?
It's a mace.
Mace. I have a spiritual mace.
The last group I had, there were 3 of them with spiritual weapons. Spiritual weapons were coming out all the time.
Okay.
Nice. So good. All these spiritual weapon minis always want to grab all of them.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to hit at it. Or does that have its own initiative?
No, when you cast it, you get one swing.
Okay, I'm going to try to swing it.
Yep.
Come on. That's more like it. Is that my spell?
Yes, spell attack.
Well, does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, 15.
Yeah. No.
No, okay.
But your pluses won't make it.
Pluses will make it hit. Okay.
Yeah.
So then it's going to take 1d8
Yep.
plus 7, 11
Okay.
points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the proficiency, which is factored in already.
So it should be 12, wouldn't it?
7.
No,
plus
it's
10,
attached
11.
to the. We'll talk about the damage later. I don't get it.
It's 3 damage too.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
7 plus 3 plus 2.
It's already factored in.
My apologies.
It's already in there.
This is hit.
Is it another tracker?
Opposite. Throw her.
I'm gonna die.
It throws the halfling at the gnome,
Yeah.
and then it comes over here.
Get here!
And it can make me bleed my own blood.
So it's gonna roll. It's gonna roll a normal attack roll against you with you against him. However, your improvised weapon, therefore, it doesn't get its proficiency bonus.
Cool.
So it disappears at the beginning of its turn? The mist does?
Yes. Yep. And it's replaced by the. He can continuously. He does hit for sure.
Cool.
Okay, so this damage is dealt to both of you.
Okay.
What's your AC?
Right now it's 18, so are you sure it hits?
18 plus pluses. So 10 damage to both.
Cool. I'm down again.
Catch her! Good catch! Oh!
And then it's going to attack you. You do have cover, so you do have plus 2 AC since you're on the other side of the
Another 2 on top of my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're on the other side of the monkey. And it misses with its other tentacle attack. And then it's this one's turn. And it's just mindlessly here. And it snarls and says, "We feast on that thing," and it kind of points with its tentacle.
It's a
right
in common or in?
No, in the language. Right at you. It points at you. You can see it point.
They want to eat you now!
I definitely hit you there with the regular Panther's tentacle attack with the 23 AC. So 10 damage.
I am at -1.
Yes.
You gotta kill this thing before it's all over party.
Okay. That's their turn. Get in. Are you having a flashback right now?
It keeps happening.
Well, here's the deal. Every time they speak in that forsaken language,
Yep.
like Gideon visibly winces.
Yeah.
And I get chills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now he's deciding does he want to attack or heal. Okay. Oh, let me check something here real quick. Am I still on fire, by the way? Yes. Okay.
So does that mean that all of it means you continue to take this? Oof. Or are they?
Can I use my mantle of inspiration to get them up?
You give them temporary hit points.
Yeah. So temporarily they'll be up?
No.
No.
They gotta be plus 1 or 1 plus 0 to be.
Because their normal hit points would still be 0, so they'd still be down. They would have temporary hit points for additional blows or damage that they would take.
Charbroil for a little longer.
Say what?
Charbroil a little longer.
Okay. I'm gonna look at you and be like, "You got him?" Because I'm like, do I attack or do I heal? Like that's just where I'm at. I'm really stuck.
Well, I know that this isn't gonna end. Or we could heal, or we could let them. We could heal and let them take and eat the gnome, or we could continue to fight and pray.
I like how she targets the gnome and not the halfling.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the big guy and start whispering.
Yes. Give it
I need a
emotional
wisdom
damage.
saving.
3d6 emotional damage.
12.
Fail. He's gonna take 10, and then he has to move away.
Okay, so when he moves away, that provokes an attack of opportunity from you.
I whisper in Abyssal to him, "We shall feast on Shaniqua."
Vouch for me.
You don't need to.
Oh! Sorry, everyone. Sorry. There's a lot of other people playing in here today.
I've been louder with kids.
2 crits, 2 20s with advantage. Look at that. 2.
No. This is nothing. That was just.
Oh, I thought you rolled 2
no,
at the same
I
time. I'm
rolled
like,
one.
what?
I rolled 1.
So you're bludgeoning. That is the third one.
Oh.
So that is something slipped, maximum damage, and the target's AC is reduced by 1d4 until the next turn. I roll it.
Yeah.
3.
So its AC is reduced by 3 and max damage.
Sweet.
What is max damage then? Just
So she doesn't roll the die, so
number
just whatever the die is.
So
So you're
a
you're
D8
plus your
nothing.
So 11.
Yep.
And its AC is reduced by 3 until the end of your next turn.
Cool. That was awesome.
I knew we just stand and fight.
Yep, that was a good call.
Okay,
Well, I look at you, and I, because you said it, but at the same time, like how I'm sure it sounded
Gideon, is there anything
different
else?
for it. Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
We need to
Because
we need to.
you know what? Not quite yet. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm just like them up. Like we need them
Okay,
up.
That's it then.
Yeah.
So you get a death saving throw.
And I don't add anything, just the.
It's
1 to 9 is fail.
Yep.
10 through 20 is success.
That's not good. That's 1.
That means it's 2 fails.
And because
Run, but do you play it that way?
Yep.
Oh.
So I
and
have-
then D6. You burn, which is another death.
Oh no!
You are
5 damage.
you are dead.
We did it, guys. First player character death.
Mission accomplished.
We can all go
That was
home.
all Gideon's fault.
Why'd you get his fault?
Stand and fight. That's all I'm saying.
He would have done that regardless.
Death save? That's a failure.
That is not a 1. But it was a failure.
It's not a 1, but it was a failure.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, so you're at 2 death saves?
No.
Or you're
Playing though.
I took 2 because of the crit,
Crit
and then the
fail.
fire damage auto crit or auto fail.
Auto fails.
Auto fail. So
Is that one next to me? Am I Jason? I can't tell from here.
Yes, you are. Jason.
Okay.
yeah, yeah, it's even better.
Crap.
All right, whose turn is it?
He's
kind of
determined.
What a waste of makeup.
That would
That's your thoughts.
Gideon has many thoughts right now as he watches this elephant riding awesome guy stop breathing.
And he's still burning.
A
a little small.
So I best I do 3 things: stop, drop, and then roll. So yeah, I'm gonna try to put myself out.
It's a standard action. Just put yourself out.
Yeah. So not a roll or anything, right? Just stand
Yep,
back.
just done.
So
So
yeah.
your bonus move.
Gideon's fault. Listen to this guy.
There was a lot going on here.
I can't believe you crit failed on it. Oh my gosh.
One of those times I'm glad I didn't take quicken spell, so that's about all I got.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. You
Have it.
And that thing's running away. That
For
thing's
now.
Nate, please look over.
yeah, thank you. Why are you blaming Gideon for the fact that we're all on fire?
So chat says that Nate has killed more people than I have.
Yep,
It's true.
because it's the fire that killed him.
It was the
No,
fire
that one
did the
killed
final
him.
blow.
But not one and the fire.
It was preventable. That's all I am saying.
You were greedy and wanted to, flex the DPS.
I was
numbers.
greedy.
So Abbott.
I was greedy. Get off me, Nate.
I am going to use my channel divinity, and I want to present my holy symbol. Now that I see that thing's running away, and I want to choose. Can I detect that he's too far gone?
Very obvious.
It's very obvious.
He's stopped
like,
breathing.
Yeah, he's stopped breathing. He is a smoldering.
Well, at least he'll be cooked for the meal.
and there's nothing I can do to bring that back. So I'm gonna do some channel divinity on these two.
So you're already dead.
Actually,
Just toss him the dead body and say,
Actually-
"Okay,
I'm just gonna do.
you can have
I'm
him."
gonna do spare the dying, and just.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then we'll have to have.
Because you
some
come up
time
at 1 then. With spare the dying, right?
Stable,
No,
yeah.
it's just stabilized.
She just stabilized.
So we need to eventually. do some
Yeah.
healing.
Gideon's abysmal. Yep, pretty abysmal actually.
So it disengages. Well, no, it can't disengage. It does provoke, as it's grabbing your body and then moving 30 feet. Standard action to grab the body.
Actually,
40 feet.
Gideon, if you try to attack it, because you're going to get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And so are you.
I use my reaction to try to stop them from attacking. Just let him go. Just let him go. He's gone.
I want to cry.
I will let you cry.
Okay.
That's free action.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna scream to God. Shake a stick at God.
I'll let it go. They're leaving us alone now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's. I'm just like. I'm sorry. Just
They're taking us.
let him go. Dang, this sucks.
So this is we're going to end rounds, but we're going to end rounds on what I hope is not going to be a ceremony here. Klaus, if you'll rip your character sheet up, please.
No.
It's stripped, apparently. Okay.
Well, that means you can tape it together later, and we can have a zombie.
The panthers with tentacles retreat into the forest, carrying the body of the burnt gnome. The rest of you lay shot,
Unconscious.
conscious, injured, burning. Well, were burning.
Is he
Came
still
out
burning?
pretty
There's nothing
unscathed,
left to burn.
actually.
No one
Yeah.
ever put him out. Is he still? Did he get a little bit of scalding?
He's
the
still,
other
there's
bits
still
on the-
flickering a
Smoldering.
flame as he's being brought away.
Is he doing fire damage to them?
Trevor else.
Hot pants.
Yeah, hot potato, hot potato. They're tossing him back and forth.
You realize that this world is brutal.
Oh my gosh.
Just moments into the forest, and you're attacked by vicious beasts. And you were the most powerful beings in your old world, in your old life. But here, just simple panthers on the street, on the road,
Clearing.
and you are overpowered. You gather yourselves.
I'm cutting off meat in revenge. I'm eating this thing.
There is one dead at your
Yeah.
at your feet.
Panther
Yes.
meat, I'm eating it.
You cut into it. Roll nature.
Survival?
Nature.
Fucked himself some panther calamari.
Oh,
And Mark.
that's a great fail. I lose my knife.
You try to cut into it, but it's odd when you go down with your blade. It's like where you thought its shoulder was.
It's gallbladder.
It's shifted over by a foot, and you slice a piece of skin. You realize to skin this thing as it's in this weird blurred state. It will take some time to cut the meat out.
Oh, then I literally just start mutilating it.
What do the rest of you do? It's going to take him maybe a few hours to butcher this thing.
Oh no, I'm just. No,
I wake up
I just
and-
stab it a few times just to mutilate the body.
Yeah. Okay.
I will come to in 2 hours.
But if we're gonna, I suggest we go back to the stinking tower.
Well, he's stabbing, and I'm gonna blame him for this whole thing because he chose to, instead of helping,
With the
You get a fart in
blame
the
thing.
face.
yeah, helping other people, he chose just to shout gibberish at this thing.
Well-
I don't speak Abyssal, so.
Well, I'm just saying. No, oh, you didn't understand him. Guess you're not as smart as I thought you were. Okay. Do we know what abyssal is? Yeah. Apparently they're speaking. We just dealt with demon cats. Okay. And then he just leaves a consistent smell of fart in your face for about 10 minutes. While I continue to stab. It's like, dude, get off.
Gideon is angry right
Get
now.
off, dude.
He
Okay?
is not dealing with that
Okay?
right now.
We are on fire because of you. Okay? He's dead because of you.
I want to step away from all this racket
Okay.
for a little while and just have a moment.
Yeah.
Remember our old departed friend. Maybe
Yeah.
cry, shed a few
Yeah.
tears.
Do you take care of Mississippi at all?
Yeah, I'll continue to
To
feel.
caretake?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your anger has been subsided a little bit because you're getting your anger on the corpse.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, blood and gore seems to help.
You're pissed off just as much, right? You both kind of see it as each other's fault.
Yeah, nice try. You're just lying to yourself, bud.
Can't be my fault. My plan was absolutely perfect. Kill the big one.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
I was the only one sticking to that plan.
So
Yeah.
things calm down. You basically don't talk to each other, you two, especially for a little bit.
I'm
and-
definitely
Oh, no.
not talking to
Yeah.
anybody.
Do you guys then carry Mississippi and up to the back up to the tower,
It seems like
or do you head towards Harm?
I just follow her.
You are directly in the middle of
I'll-
the two.
I'll carry her. I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward.
If we
Towards-
go back, we're only gonna
towards
run into
Harmony.
yes. We're gonna keep running.
I only
into
want to
this
cross
problem.
this forest one time.
Yeah, I only want to make this trip one single time. I don't want to have to do it again.
Okay. You come down the path, and you can see what was Harmony in front of you. The stone buildings, the top halves of them have since been removed or destroyed or what have you. But they do have the foundations, and in their place, leather and hide tents have been erected using the foundations as kind of lower walls of them. But the top half of these are made out of those tents. There are probably 20 to 30 buildings here. It is decent sized village. And as you kind of look down into the village, you can see humanoid men with green, with brown, various shades, skin, hair black. They have tusks protruding from their mouths. Every few one you see a horn kind of coming down and curving across their face. Their hands are large and blunt. They walk with a weird gait. They dress like a commoner would dress. Tunic and breeches, leather shoes.
How's his makeup job holding up?
Your makeup job is still rather.
You said it's stained.
Yeah, it's
Like an acorn?
like a walnut.
Walnut, I mean,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
walnut
It's like
like a
acorn.
black walnut. Yeah. You look at him and you look at down there, and there's such a variety amongst the men down there that you would not
Stand out.
you would not stand out.
For the record,
however, you do have 1.5. Yeah, 1.5
Yeah.
amongst you that would stand out. No, none of them have fair color skin or light color hair, and none of them glow with an interesting light as your divine human friend.
I'm still covered in blood, by the way. I actually didn't make an attempt to clean it up.
You look, and you are also physically exhausted too.
Oh, yeah.
You look the part of the ambush.
You're carrying an unconscious halfling, so
I-
there's that too.
You see down
An
the
ugly
streets. You see a familiar looking
A bald halfling.
gnome kind of walking down, speaking to a human that's double his height. They are carrying a casual conversation as they are walking down the street.
Well, I'll call out as we're close.
Yeah.
I would just say,
You're just within shouting distance.
okay. Well, I would just call out to Tagnet, right?
Yeah.
And I would try to make the inflection of my voice sound sorrowful. Right? Just, I don't think I have to really try that hard. But I say,
These two, what are so you two basically don't stick out,
I
right?
was gonna say, like,
You don't
I actually,
see any other elves amongst the village, but
I kind of like you. Hang on, let me go talk to him first. Let me go talk to him first. Why don't you just stay here? All right, let's just go see if everyone else is gonna handle this like he did, or else if they're gonna like freak out. So he called you murder. You might want to stay too.
so you enter the village.
Your call. Just don't point at anything, please.
You keep that finger to yourself.
I don't think I trust you to like not screw up the first impression with this town.
Yeah.
So you
Says the
walk
murder elf.
you walk into the village. The elf in tow.
Okay.
You get some reactions from the human.
What am I seeing? And there's the
They
reaction.
pay no mind to you, but when they see him, they divert their eyes. And kind of
like
they turn away.
I will say, do you see this?
They are visibly scared of.
I don't think this is our. I don't know if this is our best first impression, bud. Listen, I'm not trying to just. You understand, right? I'm not trying to be a jerk right now. Like, legitimately, if we're gonna get help,
All right. I'll try to shoot.
if they're afraid of you, it's not gonna go well for us.
On second thought, I better help tend to our unconscious.
That sounds
friend.
like a wonderful plan.
I'm phrasing it so it doesn't sound like I'm listening.
I'm going to wink as sarcastically as possible at you.
So
Good plan.
as you guys are having this conversation, you look over and you see a small little girl, halfling's height, two big tusks go up to the bottom of her eyes, green skin, black hair, back in a ponytail, and she's playing with a leather ball and following it. She bumps into the elf. Doesn't even notice that she's completely oblivious, and then she looks up to him.
This one don't be good.
And she starts bawling. She says, I don't want to die.
It's okay. It's okay. I try to comfort. All right. It's okay.
Mommy says they'll kill me.
No, listen. He's a big old softy. I know he doesn't look like it. Don't just get out of here, man.
Roll persuasion.
Is there any way that we see any of this? Like we're
Yeah,
just
you're
standing
you're
right
in
here.
the forest, not too far off. They've only just entered the city, so you're
25.
This is not.
yeah.
going
You
very
lean
well.
down, one knee to the girl, one hand on her shoulder, says, "Calm down."
I start telling her that he actually just helped save us. We almost died in the forest. He actually helped save us, which is true. I'm not lying.
She's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah. Do you see? And I kind of point to some of the blood, and I said, "We have a friend back there who's in trouble. We're trying to find a place to stay and to get some help."
Okay.
Is
And
there-
she's like she's very, very sorrowful. She's like, "You're not gonna kill me?"
No, leave. No, no, he's not.
She's like, my balls on the other side of him.
Oh, hang on. And I get it, and then I kind of throw it up in the air and kind of move it with my head and catch it.
She cheers up a little bit, just gets a little bit of a smile.
Ah, I just kind of do a little thing, spin it around my hand, kind of cool, and I present it back to her.
She says, "You look a little ugly."
I know, I get that a lot. You're precious. I
So-
love your whatever she's wearing. I just compliment her.
She's wearing a little, what you would call it, like a sundress.
Jumper.
Is she
Yeah.
little cape and hood?
Yes. Yeah. A little girl.
Little cape and hood.
I completely forgot you
Little
had that.
girl.
You already have inspiration.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Okay. Anyways, we're almost done. Anyway, so so yeah, I just compliment her on that. And I just tell her how it really brings out the.
Are you slicking off at this point?
Yeah, I'll have glared at him and just.
It was
kinda
your plan.
stormed off.
Yeah.
Plan.
You kind of realize now the gravity of it. You are completely feared. Like just the sight of you made the little girl cry.
So I'm gonna ask her if so we're kind of new to the area. Who should we talk to about getting help? Where would you go for help if you needed?
For help?
Yeah, where would you go?
Well, you could use the wishing well.
Interesting. Tell me. I've never used a wishing well before.
She says it's fun.
Awesome. That's. I mean, by now I had already kind of called out to what's his face, right?
Tadnat.
Tadnat. Is he anything?
Oh,
happening there?
did you actually call out to him?
If you saying this happened beforehand, that's fine.
Yeah, this happened before you were you were just stepping in to call out to him when this happened.
Wishing well does sound like fun.
She says, "Yeah, let's go."
Okay.
And she says,
Fantastic.
"You hold my hand."
She says it's kind of dirty right now.
She says, "All right, let's go." She takes the ball and throws it down the road.
Awesome. Okay.
And she chases after.
I'm
the
gonna
ball.
run with her and just
Okay.
kind of.
So
And
she
then I'm
goes-
gonna ask her her name Let's say.
She goes to the center of town.
Okay.
Her name is Alina.
Alina. What a wonderful name.
And she gets down to the well, right, and kind of like in the village square, but not the center square, one kind of like off center from the town. And she climbs up to the side of the well, and she puts her hand on the bar that would normally have held a bucket, and she says, "Okay, throw something in."
Okay. I'll reach in and grab just a little coin.
Little coin.
Yeah.
Okay. You make a wish. What do you wish for? No, don't tell me. But you could tell me. You could tell me as a DM.
Freaking real wish?
No.
Okay.
Make a wish. See what
Hey,
happens.
I was like, I wish my friend was alive again, and then he wakes up being eaten. That would be terrible.
As a zombie.
I'll say, well, my friend was really hurt, and I'll just say, I wish she was better.
She says, "That's a pretty good wish." She peers over it,
I do too. Like, I'm looking at her and looking where she's looking.
and you see a soft blue glow
Okay.
from down in the well.
Okay. I was thinking about you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That blue glow flies up. She says, "Grab it! Grab it! It's your wish." Roll a dexterity
Oh, I
attack
rolled a
roll.
19 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
You grab it.
Man, the dice is on
You
fire.
feel it. It's like wiggling in your hand. It's kind of tickling.
Okay, I'm gonna do. When you got like a lightning bug, and you kind of
You know
want
what
to
it
look
is.
at it, right? No, but I'm just saying.
You
like,
know what it is.
Oh, I do know what it is.
Yeah, it is a lightning bug.
Oh, is it? I was gonna say I wanted to do that.
It's like a little firefly.
Okay, well I do that. I kind of look at it like.
It glows. It glows blue, and it's very bright. It's a little warm to the hand.
I look at her. I'm like, so what do I do with it now?
She says, "Well, it's for your friend.
Yeah.
You make your friend eat it."
Okay. Tell you what.
She's like, "You're lucky. It doesn't always come."
Sure. My friend's really shy, so I'm gonna go back.
I want to be your friend.
You want to meet my friend?
He's
Yeah.
really ugly.
You know what though? You should talk to your mom and get permission first. You know, I wouldn't want you to get in trouble because they're kind of outside of town, and I'm a stranger. I don't want to take you outside of town. I'm sorry.
You want to kidnap?
If you want, I'll come with you and talk to her if you would like.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
I know, right? I was like, what did I get myself into? I charmed the snot out of this girl. She's ready to go with me wherever, right? So I'm just like holding on to this
you're holding on.
firefly.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel it. And she's like, "Well, we gotta hurry
Okay, let's
before
go.
it dies."
Oh, it dies? How long do we have?
No, don't squish it.
I'm not gonna squish it. I kind of go, put some extra air in there for it. Like,
So she runs over and she's like, "Follow me." She takes her ball and she throws it down the street.
okay.
And she chases after it.
Will it stop glowing if I hold on to it for too long?
She says, "Yeah, we gotta hurry."
Oh, you know what? Let's just go.
She says, my ball. I'll go get it real quick.
Okay. And I was like, okay, I try not to lose her. I don't want to be a jerk. So I kind of like, okay, because now I'm worried I'm going to lose it. Okay.
Okay. She's really quick and she's able to keep to like
Not that
around and
far.
not lose you.
You said you kind of saw this.
You're like
At
kind of.
some point, I start to.
As we're going, I kind of tell. I said, my friends kind of look weird, but again, they're really friendly. I promise you, they're not going to hurt you. Let's just make sure you can see other people in town, so we have witnesses. And okay, so we go, and I run up to you guys, and I'm like, we got to make her eat this. So I'll get it in, and you do the jaw thing.
What is?
I kind of like, oh, I am ignoring you. I don't want. I kind of look at it and I was like, she said that she went to a wishing well. As fast as I can, like, we were just wishing well. I touched the thing.
You can roll
grab it.
Arcana if you want.
Okay.
She told me.
I know you're untrained, but
She told me to grab it, and then yeah.
I don't know.
it's a glowing. It's a lightning bug.
Lightning bug?
So I'm gonna kind of gently kind of close up on it so I can get my hands on it, right? And I put it like like lay her down. Let's put it in.
Do the.
Okay, ready? And I'm like,
The little girl catches up, and then she's like,
I know. I told you again. They're really nice. I promise you. They're really awesome.
"They're really ugly."
I know, right? And I start laughing. I literally start
What is
laughing.
with their skin?
I'll tell you the whole story later. But you see, my friend is hurt, right? Yeah. So we're like
My skull.
forcing your mouth to
I'll be
chew.
like trying to massage and.
Yeah. Okay. So you massage the firefly down her throat.
Take your pour, get some water. Pour it
Massage
down.
the firefly down her throat, and I want you
We
to
hope this.
roll a wisdom saving throw
Good.
there.
Me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I inspire her? Probably not.
That's a 22 with
Woo!
natural 20.
Nat 20!
You regain
All the things that happen.
14 hit points.
Nice.
What's her name, by the way? I asked that.
Are you two both like still like leaning over me?
Yeah.
Doing this? Yes.
Which side of me are you each on?
I'm on the left.
Yeah.
On the left.
I'll be on the right, I guess.
Okay. When I come to, I'm swinging a punch.
Okay.
Cause I was fighting beasts.
You right-handed or left-handed?
She's a lefty.
Oh, sorry.
So-
No, that's you.
Oh, she said right?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it. Yep.
No, you're on my right side. So if I'm
Yep.
swinging with my left.
Oh, sure.
You get a left hook.
Yeah, it's probably gonna miss that.
She's
7.
ugly and mean.
Okay. I kind of whip. I was like,
I whip,
oh, no,
whip
no,
like
no,
a
no.
scream, like get in the purple. And I punched someone, or I tried to.
Yeah, I kind of dodge out of the way. Oh, that's
It was. It's a
funny.
fist, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I said,
Perfect.
yeah, okay. Well, anyways,
Perfect.
and I'll just be like, you saved her life.
I didn't wanna.
It's,
She's too ugly.
I understand, but thank you. You're so awesome. And then I'm going to. I don't know if the currency's even the same anymore, but I'm gonna
She
pull
says
out.
she's lucky.
You lucky?
She's lucky.
I'm lucky.
She
Yes.
didn't get uglier.
Does that happen?
I don't know
What
if it's
happened?
possible.
She
Why-
says,
why does my mouth taste weird?
sometimes my dad says
Ice
mutate.
So she didn't mutate?
No, well, I don't know. She may already her skin.
So she already looks mutated?
Yeah,
Oh.
but not anymore. No, like bug eyes, or claws, or anything.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'm going to just tell her how thankful I am for her. I'm going to throw her a silver.
She says, "Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
We
You
still
were.
use silver
I'm gonna go
coins
buy
here.
a dress for my doll,
What's your doll's name?
Emily."
Of course.
Nice.
She says she's the prettiest.
Well, maybe one day
Not
I
her.
could. Maybe
The
one day I could.
doll.
Oh, what? Maybe, and I just say, well, maybe one day I could meet her. You're welcome to stay with us if you like, but if you want to get away from the ugly, I understand.
She says, "Okay, maybe see you later."
Yeah, we'll see you around.
And
You're
she
so
takes-
awesome.
She turns around, takes the ball, and then just chucks it. And she
You ate a magic firefly.
Why does my mouth taste weird?
you pull out like a
Was
A wing?
was
wing,
med-
yeah.
was
Oh,
medication.
it's like a leg stuck in your teeth.
Was nothing. It's good for you.
So I just fill her in on everything that
Where's
just happened.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so Tadnat is standing off, just off.
It's probably hard not to see all this happening at one point.
Yeah, you running through the city.
I don't think Gideon can be quiet.
No, it's very, very loud.
Yeah.
The whole everything.
I was quiet once.
So Tadnat gets a little closer and he says, "You look a little worse for wear. I told you there were panthers. Obviously, you ran across panthers.
Yeah.
You can't just." He goes snapping finger motion. He doesn't actually.
No, we can't do that, man.
He says, "Well,
Unless you can show us how.
he says you're probably not all welcome here." He says,
It's because we're ugly.
unsightly, and an elf. But you know what? You got it going. You could pass it off."
Yeah. Man, thanks for not bringing out a mob to kill us. I really appreciate that.
He says, "Well, you let me go earlier, so
I'm gonna throw him a couple gold. I'm gonna throw him a couple gold.
You
to say,
obviously
I'm really
put me
sorry
under
about
some
that.
some sort of spell and could have done a lot worse. So
I just was
I
trying to get you to calm down.
He says, "Well,"
See, we're not all bad. And I do. I hand him a couple gold coins.
he says, "if you do what you did there to the rest of them, you could probably get in."
Okay.
He says the elf is going to have to hide his face.
Okay.
Just buy him a mask. It's fine.
Also, the elf could use his clothes.
You got little patches all over the spot. Just barely covering all the vital stuff, the important things to cover. Yeah. That's funny.
Is your condition still under the sun?
My condition?
Your little warm around the bits condition?
Yeah, that was just a kind of like it smothered itself immediately. So it was just a.
Oh no, he goes commando, bro. I'm telling you.
It felt a little like you wet some icy hot on there. And,
Yes, after the cameras turn off, we'll
I'll explain the joke.
man, it was good.
yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Do we
Okay.
have time, or is it?
We have just a little bit of time.
Well then, I'll so hand him the coins. I'll say hey, thank you again. I just didn't. We're new to all this, man. I mean, you heard our story. And it's just out of curiosity. I mean, we're obviously
Not
did-
from
did-
around here.
we're not from around here, but
Yeah.
I mean, you heard our story, and the story that's being told about us is that we caused this.
You say that's you.
That was us.
I don't believe so. Mm-mm.
You don't believe that was us?
No.
What have you heard about those that caused the calamity?
So, I'm sure you've heard the songs.
No.
Why don't you hum me a couple bars? Please tell me he took some of my songs and turned them into propaganda against me. That would be so great.
That is 100%. He hums. We'll say it's like Mary Little had a little lamb,
Right.
We'll say that's the
Oh my gosh.
Mary had a little. He sings, but then he's like, and then the adventurers came,
Right.
and they decided to destroy the world. He's like, you heard that, right?
No.
Well, he says, oh, well, first off, they were, well, maybe I can believe it a little bit because they were supposed to be vile and evil, and you definitely look vile and evil.
I'm actually a little bit upset right now.
I'm
So
gonna
I actually
declare
walked
Stab me
away.
in the heart.
I walked away from the conversation for a little bit. Actually,
Not sensitive to
And he says,
the shard.
And he says, "Well, the story goes is the Grand Arcanist was looking to improve the land, and the king ordered the Grand Arcanist dead, and then the adventurers came and they tried to kill him, and then they destroyed the artifact on purpose, causing the cataclysm."
I guess he's not wrong. No, actually, again, I'm not engaging in any more conversation.
The only thing is about the
Jeremy
story
mumbling,
is like
"That's my song."
it's all true, but it's twisted. It's
twisted,
it's
but
twisted
the
just
perspective is
enough
twisted.
to be where it's like completely your fault, not a doubt in there.
That's my song. That's my song.
And he says, and he says, and it's all true because you can divine the story and it rings true.
Abbott.
Thy thou'st not believe thy if thy told you the truth.
It's incredible how you have such a great charisma, but can never use it.
He says, look, he's like, I'm not an expert on the subject, but I know somebody that is. Follow me.
Oh, can I get them prepared?
Yeah, you can take some time.
Can we roll again?
Did you rub bark on yourself? Is that how you did that?
Well, whatever.
It was
What would I know?
slime.
It was.
There's
It's
traces
like whatever's
of it.
left over.
Oh, or is it?
That's bark.
Yeah. I use what I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I start rubbing it
He
on.
says, yeah, you do that and
So
then
glowing.
we'll go.
It's like I don't know what to do about the eyes. Actually,
so you disguise them up and
Put my backpack over my head.
I was
Tadnet-
actually gonna
Tadnet
say maybe you
goes-
could just be.
I'd
He
offer
comes
you my
back-
hat, but it wouldn't
like,
fit.
he
Yeah,
comes
but
back
then
with
we
a
just
cloak.
hold you by
And
hand.
he said, "This will cover your face." And with that, he turns and he says, "Oh, let's go next week."
Actually, we're actually putting a blindfold over her eyes, and I'm gonna lead her like she's blind because they glow, right?
I was thinking, like, whatever the fantasy version of sunglasses are. Maybe that's a job for you.
We're just gonna weaken at Bernie's you.
So
Yeah.
this is where we're gonna leave it for now.
If you can pull it off
Next
suddenly
week,
and have glowing eyes,
yeah,
use it
next
for
week
effect.
we are going to enter the city
yeah.
proper, right? And Tadnet has somebody that can further explain the situation.
Glad we found a friendly one.
And with that, we'll see you next week.
Place your bets on the next death.
Right? Yeah.